that you love him, but he's already gone, darling. Did you make two wrongs? Know that daddy never made a right before, darling. You never made. He never changed his way for me to push, darling. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave, yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Did you say goodbye, knowing damn well everybody gon' die someday? Did you waste my time, knowing damn well we can press rewind? One day I'll be everything you ever wanted. Until then I'll be out here fighting like it's nothing. Through the cold dark winter, it's feeling like a cold.
A line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave, yeah.
A line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. One day I'll be everything you ever wanted. Until then I'll be out here fighting like it's nothing. Through the cold dark winter, it's feeling like a cold dark winter. It's feeling like a cold dark winter. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave, yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave, yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. Press the backs of our hands together. It's still wet, so the ink should transfer. Meet me at the side door. We'll sneak onto the main floor.
Yeah, lads, how you doing? My name's Lube, and welcome to the show. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, why is there a picture of me holding a bloody thing on there? Me hand up. Bloody hell, what's going on here? Welcome, everyone. How you lads doing, yeah? Hey there, Lube. Yeah, Lube's accent is solid, eh?
Bloody hell, what a mess.
Yeah, bloody hell, you other Lube. Why do you sound like that, other Lube? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now then, lads, I'm holding territory on me hands, yeah. Well, thank you. I've had me strepsils today, which is why I sound like that.
Your northern accent is like thrush. Good evening, all. Hope you're all marvellous. Dun, dun. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah. I thought you were going to put the song, you know what I mean? You put effort in song and like... No! Floyd! No! I love you, Floyd! Floyd!
That's not what I wanted. Where the hell's my thing I'm looking for? Where? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, professional streaming service, Twitch 101, brought to you by It's Loop.
No, I've lost my stream chat. We'll work on that one.
Oh no, go find it. Maybe it's hiding.
It's all right. It's Floyd is just saying he loves me and he doesn't like you. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Sounds like bollocks to me. Good evening, all. Hope you're all well. Welcome in. A couple of quick thank yous. Macca, 25 Stream Street. Thank you so much. You absolute nutcase. Sebby, thank you for the resub with Prime. Flossie, thank you so much for the 6-month resub with Prime as well. That's so kind of you. It really, really is. DJ Spider Dan, thank you for the subscription over on the YouTubes. Thank you so much, people. Fair few number of followers as well over the last few days. If you are here and you're not here before and you haven't pressed the little follow button, please press that. It really, really helps us out as we try and dive into increasing our follower numbers. Thank you ever so much, people. Okay, I've got a fair bit to talk about today, fair bits to go through, fair bits to just general, really. Do I look brighter? I haven't put my light on, Nige. But
why haven't you put the light on?
My head's a bit dicky. But apart from that, I'm all good. So yeah, I've got loads to talk about in terms of. I want to know if anybody watched my recent video, our latest video on the territory particles, and whether it made sense to anybody. Did it help anybody? That's the killer question. Whether people actually got it.
No, because you're on too early. I mean, you know.
What?
No, it's video that he released.
No, we did a YouTube video.
It's great.
I know.
It's one of the most best videos I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why, but there's many reasons why it's fantastic.
The screen is really, really dark. Well, in fact, you don't have to look at me for much longer. I'm just in the process of trying to. Honestly, everything's gone. I don't know what's happened. My whole setup has, for some reason, gone to rat shit. But we'll have it back in a second.
Loop and tech.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He does look better, ladies and gentlemen. He is less orange, and don't worry about it. Once that light does come on in the next stream, he will look spot on.
I'm going to change this as well. I need NetNiv to teach me how to change my background image because I've got my own image. Love it. It's amazing. Okay. I want to know who's got. I found my chat. Nice. Does look better than Nigel. Not difficult. It's evening. It's a little after that. Yeah. It is a little bit later for me. It's a little bit later. We're about half an hour. Well, just starting smack bang on 8 o'clock. It's not abysmal for us, obviously, for us to get going. I'll be honest with you, I was talking to somebody else about this earlier. I don't think there's actually loads and loads to talk about. I genuinely don't think there's loads and loads to talk about. There's a couple of things to maybe have a little groan about, maybe.
Oh, okay.
In terms of, obviously, the quota takeovers and all that sort of stuff that there's been a little bit of backlash on.
Yep.
As in, should they have comped it? Shouldn't they have comped it? Does it matter if they comped it? I've got a theory on the comping issue of it. I don't have one because the alliance that's taken it now is probably the biggest alliance on your server. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong there? It's probably the biggest alliance on your server that's taken it, if anybody has taken it. And best player in the world, they are going to own that territory until the end of time. Nobody will ever knock them off. Because you think once territory resets in 3 months, all their bases are already in it. They're just going to shield up for 7 days, take the territories, and they've got all the bases already there, and carry on taking it, and taking it, and taking it, and taking it, and taking it. The team that's got it now pretty much will keep it forever. There'll be the odd outlier where it changes, but only having one nightmare. Quetzal, thank you for your 25 stream streak, you little beauty. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. It's incredible. This is our last night to hit our goals, people. So obviously we've got our stream goals down below. It's our last day before they reset for the month. So we need 2,636 bits. That will get us another Battle Pass giveaway. And we are still 103 subs away for the month for us to hit our $100 pack giveaway. Not a major issue. Obviously we always try and do it to try and give some back. But yeah, so we've got them goals to go, and obviously if we want a bonus stream, we've got the bonus stream goal at the top as well. But the best thing, easiest thing you can do for me is hit that follow button over there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Press the follow button. That's the free one. That's the one that means the most to me. To have more and more of you here, that's the bit that's important. Okie dokie. So, quick one. We teamed up against the biggest alliance, Griffins, and they don't even have a 3-star territory. All right, okay. Oh, God. I'd love to have seen Griff have a conniption about that. That'd have been so funny. Because honestly, ranty Griff is one of my favourite Griffs. I love it when he goes on a rant. I think it's funny. He just gets redder and redder and squealier and squealier. It's hilarious. Love a Griff rant. Absolutely love a Griff rant. And I bet he did. Oh no! Somebody killed my boat. Ooh, Stewie, are we doing?
No way.
Are we doing? Oh, I think we're doing a takeover. Who killed my ship? Fod Polar. Why? Where was it? Okay. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's good. And also, Lube, you can announce in this channel now that the season does last 90 days. So the territory will not be reset after each month. I know the timer. That's the confusing part, Lube. Everyone's worried about the timer.
So
the timer says,
so the timer's
yeah.
been updated to say something different now. So when you refresh, it should now look. So it now says Battle Pass ends in 21 days.
Yes.
So it now says Battle Pass ends rather than territory ends. But the standard cadence, we are doing a takeover. But the standard cadence is continuing in terms of 3-month seasonal arcs is where you're going to be keeping your territories. Correct.
Marvelous. Yeah.
The only weird question is, when do services reset?
Well, we'll find out Monday. that's.
Yeah, I mean, because we checked it this Monday, and the territory up this Monday didn't change.
So I assume then Thursdays, because if Thursdays is in quotation marks, the beginning of of the season.
Yeah,
I would so every Thursday it would reset. Maybe. I mean, it's just a logical thought. I mean, you know what? Because we think logic here.
I may have an answer for that before the end of the stream.
Oh, brilliant! That'd be amazing.
From the amount of services, it would make sense, but then it throws a lot of planning out of the window, because if weekly changes.
It does. To be honest, I think it should change with either Battle Pass. I think it should change monthly. I think the services should change monthly. And obviously the TC reset should be quarterly. What's the price? Why is the price the same for the monthly Battle Pass as the 3 monthly Battle Pass? Again, fed back. I think it was a garbage decision. I think it's a silly decision. I think it will revert. It won't revert now because some people have bought it. I think by next month that may revert. Don't quote me on it.
Looking at 4K of the main god particles, it might be evaluation not too far off.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
But I don't like it either because it's too high of a price point.
There we go.
STFC Debbie Dew's got a very good question. First time chatter as well, Luke. Welcome in.
Hello.
If weekly, what happens to the services you paid for but then are no longer in your territory? Well, they reset weekly.
No. I think the services will reset monthly. I think the services will rotate monthly or seasonally.
Okay. Can you show us on screen? So what do you call services and what do you call specifics inside territory? I'd love to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just put these ships out for TC.
Yeah, okay, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Lube showing he is a team player in his alliance. Also, coming in while Stewie is trying to manage this whole armada of people. Lube is joining in to try and at least contribute.
I'm sending a boat anyway. Benny Hill, thank you so much for your 6 wonderful bits.
Bye.
Good evening, buddy. Hope you're well.
And we are in ads.
You're sorry?
We are in ads.
Oh, right, okay. Let's see how busy these systems are. Where is Stewie? Let's see if we can find him.
It's his ship is the one that looks like a 9-volt battery.
Let's see how we're doing.
Does Stewie even turn up to defense?
Stewie, yeah. You know we're engaged when Wolfie's somewhere. When Wolfie turns up, you know something's gone wrong. Stewie's there.
Oh, right.
There he is. With his Titan. Should we have a little piss take out with Stewie session while we're still in ads? Let's see if we can
exactly.
Let's find some of his ships and let's check out some bad crews. Let's have a look.
Oh, he's probably got a horrendous crew on that one.
Luke crew on a Titan. It's quite laughable. Don't look at mine. I've got a partial speed crew on a miner. Ignore mine. Just take the piss out. Just take the piss out of Stewie.
Oh my god!
Just take the piss out of Stewie. It's not even a full speed crew. Oh! I found another Stewie ship there. I can see it. What's this one? This is a D3. Obviously, we're using this for its cloaking ability, and we've got mining and cargo.
Oh, mining cargo. Oh, yeah, that's true. Lube, I am going to pin the www territory to LOL.
Yes,
which
please
is
do. We'll take a
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Massive shout out to Gherkin. Or was it Onion? I can't remember which pickle he was.
No, I think
Gherkin,
it's.
isn't it? Or is it pickled
No,
egg? No, it's egg, isn't it?
Pickled egg. It's
Pickled
a pickled
egg,
egg.
that's
Yeah,
the one.
pickled egg.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a pickled egg. I mean, Quazel eats a pickled egg, which is that apple thing that he eats, whatever that is.
Whatever. that absolute mank. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ, that absolute mank of a Quazel. Oh.
His slightly
Gammy as hell.
pickled.
I know. That stuff is too healthy for you lot. I get it. That's fine.
Healthy. I think healthy is a very big word, Luke. Don't you not think?
Oh, we may have. Yes, I agree. We may have a tussle tomorrow with somebody. Oh, who was that? Somebody just came into our. Someone just came into our system.
That'll be interesting. And welcome back from ads, ladies and gentlemen. You are here with It's Luke.
You didn't miss anything. We were just taking the piss out of Stewie's cruise.
I mean, classic. I mean, what else would you kind of do on an ad break?
Okay, so announcement. Here we go. This timer that says takeover ends in 30 seconds. Once that disappears, you get that one. Battle Pass ends in 21 days and 20 hours. This has been updated from season ends in 21 hours and 29 minutes. No, in 21 days and 20 hours. It's been updated to say Battle Pass because this was causing confusion because the timer that was showing on the territory tab, this timer up here, always showed when the conclusion of a season was going to happen. This month they have made an iteration so that that timer is only showing when this current one of 3 battle passes happens. I can confirm that the seasons, the territories will not reset monthly, how that timer used to indicate was going to happen. It will still only reset on a quarterly basis, so once every 3 months, that is showing the battle pass timer. I have sent feedback that timer should go back to seasonal resets. That should be people's countdown to when the whole TC is going to be reset. That should be when that happens. Skeletor, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub there for 3 months. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. It's huge of you to do that. So that's the point. There's no point in having a timer up there for telling me when the battle pass finishes. 99% of active players will be checking their season passes on a daily basis to see what is their event for season passes, what season passes are currently there. They can see, they will keep up as to when their season passes are ending. We don't need that in this screen. What we want in this screen, because it's now not visible anywhere else, is when are all the territories going to be reset? When am I going to be booted out of territory? Once every 3 months is the answer. I can confirm that. Any announcement that you've seen, I actually wrote it, would you believe? But yeah, I actually wrote it. But the timer in here, in my opinion, I mean, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if we should stop this crusade. Because I've asked the question to have it changed to be the season timer, or do you prefer having the battle pass timer? What's your thoughts, Quazel?
The season makes way more sense because, as you said, battle pass I can see anyway.
So now we've got multiple places to see that and nowhere to see when the season actually finishes. Nige, agree or disagree?
100% agree. Season pass.
Marvellous.
Season reset, yeah.
Everybody else?
Yeah, it sounds like everyone is pretty much in agreement.
Battle Pass timer is stupid. Good. I just wanted to get a bit of a vibe as to see where you were all thinking. So grand. But what I was talking about in terms of rotation of services and things, so that's the actual season timers. I'm talking about when the actual services are going to rotate. So now we can see, because for so long we used to see the current services and the future services being identical, because things never really changed, did they? Do you know what I mean? It was basically what's there now, what's there next month. It's when we think these are actually going to rotate. Now, the time of when these are going to rotate is not visible anywhere in game. So I'm speculating here. Them changing on a weekly basis for me seems like too much effort for them to have managed to be able to do, if I'm being honest. And I also think it's very unnecessary. Teams don't want to be moving territories, dropping and moving territories every single week. Teams do not want to be doing that. Alliances don't want to be doing that. I think that is a big step in the wrong direction for that to happen. I would be comfortable if it was they were reset every territory battle pass on a monthly basis. cause maybe a little cause maybe a little bit of shifting and shafting. But for me, that's the absolute maximum. Okay, I don't think it should be. I think in an ideal minimum. Sorry, I think the ideal world it would be when TCs reset. So when we go back to with 3 months, you all get booted out of TCs. You look and see what it is, and then you decide whereabouts on the map that you're going to go every 3 months. That expiration stuff needs to be posted in official channels. Has the announcement not gone out very far?
No, I don't know if it's the official announcements are announcing these things or whether you guys at the official CCs are announcing it.
Let me do it.
We can announce it, but most likely there will be a public announcement.
Yeah, 'cause I saw DJ put it on ours. I mean, and I wrote that he did it while I was at work. He sent it out for us while I was at work. But yeah, that can be posted.
If you look at the amount of services they have now, maybe a monthly rotation might be too long. That's my thinking on it, because if you look in the list, like on our servers, half of the Blueprint services are not active.
Right.
Or stuff, or maybe less. A third of those.
But also, it leads to another question. Like those top six that you see there, right? You can see that 4 of them being initiated. The problem is that if this doesn't reset weekly, does that mean your one payment of money is worth a week, or is it worth a month?
You will have to reactivate the services every single week.
Yes.
That's the question. If that's a rotation, I mean, it used to be 1 week, and then you had to refresh them. But the buffs that were upcoming, because you could see that the territory reset. So when we had the real reset, a week ahead, those new services changed. So we know it used to be a week.
Yes.
I mean, read this. Upcoming. This service will become available at the end of the zone's next takeover. I think it's a weekly change.
Oh, it's in there?
It's a weekly change, folks.
Yeah.
It's a weekly change.
It's a weekly
I
change.
assume so too. But the weird thing is that it didn't change on Monday.
No. It says the zone's weekly takeover. So
You had a takeover on Monday.
No.
You had this territory started with 1 and then reset it. So normally that would be the case.
No.
So maybe they only started on Thursdays. That might be too.
The way I would read this would be that the first takeovers, which haven't even all happened yet because we're only on Tuesday after the Thursday launch, the first takeovers will be whatever the first round were. It won't be until starting this Friday when we get the second run that these second iterations of these come in. So just let me grab this 1 quick second.
I think it's weekly. More pointing in that direction.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it's weekly in my eyes. It just means at the end of each week of each server, each zone, that will change. Which means you're not chasing the same thing every week, because next week you'll get the next particle, the week after you might get a different particle, which is kind of interesting, which means once you've settled in territory, you might as well stay there, basically.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting change that happens in there. Service costs are too high as well. Macca Red Lobster. Yeah, far too high. Some of them are not even, they don't give you enough for the what they're asking for. Like if you look at the ones that you've got in your services there, Lube, look at one of the old ones that we used to have.
FKI Combat Enhancer, which has been buffed. I will tell you this, it has been boosted. It is higher than what it was before. But 2,500 uncommon relays, Jesus. I mean, we've got. I mean, do you know what's lovely to see? Let's be really, really positive here. I tell you what's amazing to see. Our territory systems.
Yeah.
They are full. They are full. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their nodes are always rammed. People are like telling people to get people off. We're calling in cleaners to get rid of people.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean? We've told our lines that'll happen. We can't afford to have 4 or 5 0 nodes sat in one of our territories because people have gone AFK. And life happens. We know that's going to happen every now and again. Do you know what I mean? Where people are going to be go offline and forget to recall. I did it. That's why I've been hit OC for 1.6 million Isogenite. Do you know what I mean? Real life gets in the way. It's fine. It's going to happen. But the fact that we have to call in cleaners, because my baby account has still been mining Isogen, because obviously I still need to refine it. I'm still working on my Meridian for me to be able to do things. I had the pick of the system. There was nothing in the systems. Absolutely nothing in the system. I basically just took a pick of the nodes. There was only me generally ever mining. Whereas now it's nice to see all the lines engage it. And do you know what I've noticed as well? I mentioned 5, 6, 7 weeks ago that Alliance chat started to feel a little bit quieter. People didn't have loads to talk about or odds and sods. Do you know what I mean? My Alliance chat's buzzing again. Absolutely
I love it.
Buzzing again. We feel like a team again. Our Discord has come back to life. Do you know what I mean? I said it was completely dead to the world, but it wasn't like it normally is. It just wasn't like it and it just feels like everything is getting better. Calling in the cleaners method, exactly, just like the good old days. We had G6 and mining the G7 stuff. Yeah, when they don't really need it. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's just one of them things where what this has done, as much as it's got flaws, faults, and things that I wish A never got launched in and B were launched a little bit differently in relation to it, it's done one of their things that we were told that they were going to focus on, bringing back team play, making you feel like you're part of an alliance and not playing a solo game anymore. This mechanic has done that.
And also, they've all sort of come out from hiding. Like Stewie said, it might seem quiet to him because we are all chatting in hidden channels, which you can't see. But now they're forced to speak in public. So there you go.
Do you know what? And that's absolutely fair enough. My alliance is G5 and below felt left out. They think there's very little they can do to contribute. It's not their... Okay. It's their job to contribute towards territories, okay? Every ship counts as one, don't matter if it's a G7 Epic or if it's a G1 Rialta. One ship, 1 point. Do you know what I mean? Ships count towards territories, yes, they can help. They've got other priorities. Their priority is to max out their Meridian. Their priority is to continue to mine Isogen if they have not maxed out their Meridian. Because what we really need from everybody who is of that lower ops level, they really, really should be engaged, because without this Meridian archive, where we're not getting all of these free progenitor alloys and odds and sods that we'll be able to get 30,000 a day that we get from the mastery, for me to be able to contribute and help towards the cost of these services, I can still do that as an Ops 38. Yeah?
Exactly.
There's only 1-star Isogen outside of territory for them. There's no Isogen in our systems. Old school Isogen. Do you mean Isogen or Isogenite?
Isogen, which is the one that's the upper above the box. The old Isogen.
Yeah. There's the three triangle systems. Yeah. Old school Isogen. If there's no 1-star in territory, you've got to use these 3 here. Plus, you can also use Rogue Space.
Yeah,
so
Rogue Space as well.
Rogue Space has also got 1-star Isogen in it as well, the purple space, and there's housing nodes in these.
And an absolutely great suggestion there by Sugar Fat Man. You can get ISO from the Xborg store, so sometimes you don't even need to mine it.
Yeah, but remember, guys, I'll use my baby account as a model here. I'm still working on my Xborg research. I'm an Ops 38. I don't have that. I still need 2. I've got this as an exchange where I can get a little bit of 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. It's not enough for me to maintain my pulls, and I haven't got enough Xborg credits to maintain that as a pull. So if you're in that sweet spot that Fat Man's talking about, where you can pull this and it's efficient for you to save your mining, brilliant, good for you. But there's also that lower class, that 25 up to sort of probably early 40s, that are going to be in the same boat as me, where you're still going to have to be mining it, and yes, you can contribute. That's my opinion anyway. That everybody can contribute towards this in their own way. And I really struggle to get behind this mentality of the need to stop making content for the older guys and make content for the newer ones. for the lower ops. I really struggle with that mentality on the grounds of I'm telling you now, you've got enough to be doing. If you don't have enough to be doing in G5 and G6, you're not doing the right things. There's too many specialty ships, loops, officers, research. There's too much stuff for you to be doing to be craving doing the stuff that's being launched at 61 plus. In my opinion.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Loop. I mean, you cannot. And that's the thing. Also, they need to focus on making the game better. So, yes, they give a little bit for the top-end people while they focus on the quality of life stuff or fixing the game or whatever, or any of the stuff behind the scenes. They can't keep designing it for everybody. Then you're going to have too many loops when you're at 50, 60, and it's going to be absolutely nuts.
Akorum could be the absolute megastar of this game. I've closed too many loops to have enough to do. Oh, my God. Oh my God. I am so jealous. So jealous. Because one of the things that I put in my the description for this stream today was, does this feel a little bit like a catch-up month for some people? Are people using this little bit of extra time to do some stuff that they maybe haven't done for a while?
You still have to do mining, and you want to hunt the hostiles, so it's not like there's nothing to do. But yeah, I'm getting where you're going with it.
It's absolutely true. Actually, Lube, I brought it up in mine as well. It's one of the things I said was, technically, you've got to pause the mid-ops. You've got a chance to just go and catch up on all these things, and while everyone else is faffing around with all this, you've got a chance to bring it back up again, which I think is great.
Who did that? Who was that? Oh, but see, that was tremendous. You know, my niece and nephew, they're obviously assholes. Beautiful assholes, but they are assholes. They all call me Peter Griffin. They said that I look like him, which I mean I know is a horrendous insult, but that was quite funny. I admit. I hope you will. But I'm also going back to what Quasar was saying. You've got to mine hostiles. You've got to do this. You've got to do this. You've got to do that. You're correct. If you've got a lot to do, focus on single
The line must
pulls.
be drawn here.
Focus on
This
single
far,
pulls.
no further.
Mr. Gus, thank you so much for the resubmit at Tier 1. Thank you. Honestly, I really, really appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you to do that. Hugely appreciated. Thank you. Focus on single pulls. I mentioned this in my video today, so if you haven't watched the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, !YT in the Twitch chat to get a link to the YouTube channel. If you're watching us over on YouTube, hi guys, please make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're over there and watching. That's great, so you can catch up on the videos. But the video that I did today, I made the point of the double pulls should feel like a little bit of a stretch goal. It should feel like you have to work for those. The costs of some of the double pulls, even for the standard Isogenite pulls, if you're not G7 with a massive ship, you're probably going to be spending a lot of time doing it. Alpaca was saying, yes, set my bulk claim to 1 has been huge benefit on extending things. So like what I've been able to do in the first 3 or 4 days, put in minimalish effort in. Bear in mind all my refineries are still at tier 1, so they're still all at research level 1. My 3-star, I've got 48 days worth of single pulls. I've only got 1.5 days of double pulls. My 2-star, I've got 10, 12 days of single pulls, or I've got 2 days of double pulls. The sheer imbalance of the costs between single chests and double chest are absolutely colossal. And being that colossal, and even at 1-star, I've got 6.6 million. I haven't got 2 days worth of double chests, but I have got.
Lecker.
You what? Sorry.
Slacker.
No, but I've
Do
got
the mining. Just set the miners out. No, I get it. We're fine.
Thank you for saying it, fan. I appreciate that. But I've got 33 days worth of single chest pulls. It's not worth it for the double costs, for the double chest pulls.
Is it?
Say again.
Do it all.
No,
Do it all.
It's absolutely worth it. If you're in a position like what Alpaca's saying, loops are either done or in maintenance mode. Get out there and be double pulling this if you want something extra to do. Cost of those chests go up with nice night research level. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But it's tiny amounts. It's tiny amounts of Sigma. Let's pull. Let me grab the thing and pull the chart up and see how much Sigma I can get if I can max out that research. Do you know what I mean? It's not impressive, and the cost and time it's going to take us to get to that research, Quazel. I dare even ask you. I dare ask you.
It's a bit, but
petrifying.
it will get better. It will get quicker, and it's a lot of different sources. Everything adds a little tiny wee dribble bit.
See, you can tell it's bad when we haven't even got anybody with a tier 5 or a tier 6 refinery or a tier 3. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got tier 5 and tier 6 costs yet. That's how you know it's expensive, isn't it?
If you click the view button and go full screen, we see a little bit more.
You always tell me that.
Yeah, I know. Because I like it. See more.
Me too. I just forget that the function exists. So yeah, getting to tier 3 on level 1, you can get 2,300 or 4,600 services a channel. And we only get one roll, so you either get steel, trit, or dill, don't you? You don't get one of each.
Yep. It sounds like it at least. Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, the Sigma payout is abysmal.
Don't upgrade this for that purpose. It's a nice little drip. Don't count on it as sourcing. Yeah, I'm not. You've got a tier 5 refinery. Tier 5 of what grade? Alpaca. We may need your data.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you got? Have I got edit rights on this?
I don't know. If not, we can change that.
See if it lets me change anything.
Yeah, you should be in the list. Yeah, you are in the list as editor.
Isogenite 1 and Isogenite 2, we've got level 5 costs. That's exciting. Should we plug them in? How do I get that 3 of whatever? 3 of what, mate? Which bit? How do I get that 3 of whatever? Tell me what you mean. To be fair, I always seem to get edit rights to these things. I don't change anything because I'd be petrified what Jules would say if I changed a formula or deleted some. I think I put a picture of a cookie on one of them just to amuse him at one point. I think that's about as much as I edit these sheets. The pull, or is that the refinery level? So this down here is your refinery level. Okay, so refinery level at base level 1 is level 1. Then obviously you go to level 1 of the research, level 2 of the research, 3 of the research, 4 of the research, level 5 of the research. So you're upgrading your refinery level. Really, I would change this. I would put research level. I'd change it to research level and put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I would have coded it to make it sound easier. That's just
not a bad idea.
I just think it looks more consistent because people have got a level 3 research, but that means they've got a level 4 refinery. Do you know what I mean? It don't click. Yeah, and Stewie hates
it's tricky because the refinery level is +1 compared to the research level. Yeah. Maybe we need both.
No, just put research level 0 because if it is 0, which is right, because the research is there, it's just a 0.
Yeah, but then people see in-game 1. Like if you look at the...
I don't think they do.
I'm not happy with either.
A research level 1 out of 6. See, that's just crap because it's not. You're on 0 out of 5. It shouldn't be 1 out of 6. It should be 0. That should be 0
came up with
5.
research because
that's what it says.
In the beginning, they only used level, and people wouldn't even know that you need to go to research if there's just level.
Yeah, tough one that. I mean, I prefer research level, but
I mean, we could ask Sopley to change those texts to research 0 or 5.
Yeah, I agree. Let's put that in a report. Change the description of these for ease to... Do you know what? Fuck it. I mean, to hell with it. Let me do it now. We're doing it live.
Yeah, because you have the access.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, that was slight sarcasm there by Quasel, just in case you missed it, because, you know, it's not just he's being mean. Sometimes he just does have the sarcasm. Weed Whacker, if you don't mind putting that into the Officer Toolset Discord, and then that would be amazing, buddy. And then we can have that information there for Lube, because, yeah, that would be easier. Well, Vuel, you're absolutely right. Also, the research numbers with the Sigma dilithium is incorrect. That will be fixed on Thursday. That's one of the fixes they have. You guys have also seen today that the fixes for the Claymore chests on the gift section, thank God that's been fixed. My God, that drove me nuts. I think I clicked back and forward 20 times.
On which one do you hit?
The Claymore in
Oh
the
yeah, I
gift
hate
section.
that. Do you know what
Yeah,
do you know what bugs me more?
The repair research.
Research arrows.
Oh my God. Oh, that is really
The
annoying.
research arrows being invisible, not being able to see the research arrows. I was trying to find a research to start the other day. Oh my God, it took me about 20. Cause some of them need, because if it needs a prereq, it shouldn't have an arrow. But it was showing as if I didn't have the prereqs. When I did have the prereqs, I just didn't have the currency. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Disaster.
Vuel, there was a hot fix. It has been fixed already.
Which bit?
The Claymore.
Nigel, can it be that they also fixed board claiming not saving for the old stuff? Because mine seems to hold for now.
I mean, there's been a massive, like, when they did the hotfix, it was for all of that. So it may have included saving, who knows?
Ooh,
Which means,
fancy.
like... And then Skeletor's like, I hate those red notifications I can't clear, I know. And so they basically don't look at Lube's screen ever, because all you'll see is pips everywhere. And nothing ever claimed in history.
I don't click pips. I don't fall. I don't fall. I don't succumb to pip.
Ooh, pip pressure.
That sounds like a T-shirt in the making. If ever I've seen one, don't succumb to pip. Do not succumb to pip pressure. And then
Don't
have a
succumb to
picture of
pip
a
pressure.
bundle with a pip with 99 plus on it. That is that's a genuinely good idea.
Yeah. You should do that, actually, as a thing. Candy!
Where's Candy?
Where are you, Candy? Where's Candy?
What time is it? Oh shit, he's still at work.
Can we release it in time for, you know what I mean, just the end of the stream?
Yeah. I started claim bug, not as often, but as before the update. Let me check it. Was there a... See, I use this, and this circumnavigates all of it. If you set up your bulk claim,
Yeah.
the claim all button's irrelevant. Because it still claims it even when they're
Yeah,
blank.
that's what I did.
Yeah, it still claims it when
You
they're
know,
blank.
we're the bros. We're the pro players, Luke.
Yeah.
I love you.
No, well, it's the easier way of doing it. If it's the easier way of doing it, you know that's how I will be doing it.
You
Nigel,
know,
Nigel, just give up. Just give up.
No,
You
no,
can't
no,
win.
No, and let me be clear here, Lube. I am creating a T-shirt just for Quasel, right? And you know what it says on the T-shirt?
I love apples.
No, it says I'm such a sheet.
Oh, I like that. Such a little sheet.
I'm such a sheet, yeah. And then it's just got a sheet, and you'll be like, "What's the point of this sheet?" It doesn't matter, but it's just he's such a sheet.
Very much so. Ultra has pip merch. I know he does. I like that. But I quite like the idea of pip pressure, like peer pressure. I like that. Peep pressure. Peep. Yeah. Okay. What else were we talking about? We were talking about the...
Why have you got gangster rap in the background?
So this, I'm trying something. My normal playlist that I use,
Yeah.
they've taken it off the channel that I used to use it on, where I could copy and paste it to give all the credits to all the artists, and it didn't get copyrighted. They've taken it off. So I'm actually using YouTube Studio's audio library.
Oh, marvelous. But also, Lube, you must go and read the new announcement. That is fantastic.
I need a break. I need to be able to put a button on my Stream Deck, Nige. This sounds like a Nige job, where I can press it and it launches something that says breaking news for when we have news when we're on stream.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, I don't want you to talk.
Breaking news.
No, I don't want you to talk. I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. saying. I need you to make
You
me
are
one.
such a sheet, man. Go and
Here we
play
go.
with your sheet.
I want to
Such
let you know
a
about
sheet.
upcoming main. Let me grab this. Arsenic. See, I always call him arsenic. People say
No,
arsenic.
but
I always
also,
say
he
arsenic.
he did not release that.
He did.
It's Hammy that did.
Am I? Oh, well, to be fair, it would help if I was looking at the correct announcement.
Oh my god.
I'm that far behind. I was actually looking at the maintenance announcement.
Someone hit me, please.
Right, get rid of. Okay, here we go, people. Let's take a look. There's nothing proprietary on there, is there? No. Well, nothing that anybody will understand anyway. Over the weekend, we sent a gift to a limited number of alliances that had secured one of 3 systems: Fratmid, Nujord, and Duportas. This was intended to
Great
help those
pronunciation.
I know it's good. This was intended to help those alliances prepare for the first battle over the new Coda territory. Coda, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's technically terrible English. There's no U after the Q. Because this was the first 4-star territory refresh, some of the required resources were not yet obtainable, so we provided them through a gift. After reviewing your feedback, speaking with our content creators, as we agreed this gift should have been available to all alliances, not just a select group. As a result, we will be sending the following gift to all admirals. Stewie, don't spend it all. 500,000 4-star refined isogen, 500,000. Jesus Christ, 500,000 progenitor cores.
No, it's 500,000 is what you need to refine to be able to.
Got 5,000 progenitor conduits. I thought you meant 500,000 of the conduits or relays. Yeah, no, the cores in order for you to actually refine it. Jesus Christ. And 5,000 progenitor relays. We understand the confusion is caused and hope the resources help your alliance prepare for the battles ahead. We also want to share a couple of territory capture updates. The team is actually investigating the performance issues some players have reported during TC. We've updated the info button on the territory capture timer so it now links directly to the territory capture battle pass, which is what we've already talked about. So yeah, there's no need for us to post any other announcements. Thoughts, Nige?
Yeah, absolutely the correct decision. Everyone should have the same thing. Then everyone has the opportunity to go after the tier 4 territory. Very, very well done. Congratulations, official CCs, for doing that.
Yep. Quizzle, thoughts?
Great, as it should have been from the start. I mean, my idea would have been, I said it to Nigel, I think, on another stream, is I'd have given, before they did all of it, each player a gift that would assemble the same amount for an alliance, because that would have reflected people mining or not, you know, like small alliance get more, bigger get less, the other way around. But it's good because it created an imbalance, because people plan differently, might even have dropped the territory right to the 4-star or not taken one because they saw the sheer number they needed.
Fair. But that's now coming. Obviously, it'll go to your admirals in a gift chest, because obviously these are all alliance inventory items. So, I mean, for anybody that wasn't aware of that, obviously your alliance, if you go into your territory store, where can we see where is the territory? Where's the inventory? Where is your territory? Didn't it used to be in there?
Alliance.
I thought it used to be
Alliance inventory.
There
No.
Yep. Alliance inventory. So this is your whole team's collection of goods. So when you refine those progenitor alloys and you refine them into things, or when you do your what's it called, that shit thing, starbase materials, they all go into this one alliance inventory. So your alliance are going to claim the extra stuff being there. They'll be like, well, hi wifey, I was just saying how proud I was of you turning up to a TC. Genuinely impressed. Okay. Right, what were we talking about? I feel like we was on a really good spin there and we got thingied by the announcement. But I've suggested that change, Quizzle. I've collected it, so it should be in there. Tremendous. So, I've recommended that change, Quizzle, so that we change the description of these bundles, because I think it makes it a little bit more consistent across what it is. So these say reset
Absolutely love the idea.
0 out of 5, 0 out of 5, rather than 1 out of 6. I think that makes sense. Jesus Christ, Wolfie's on 3 TCs.
100%.
You drinking game. Wolfie's got one. Watch my stream and drink every time. He can't see something. He'll be drunk very quickly. Yeah. I also want a button where I can press and it says "fuck you." Nige, I want that.
Oh yeah, thanks. Great. Yeah, that's
No,
what I need.
not you. I meant Wolfie. I'd say it to Wolfie more than most people. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
What was we talking about, Quasar? Before we got to that, we was diving through your sheets, wasn't we? What was we looking at? Because obviously the whole point. Oh, this is the point we're talking about. We was talking about resources, Sigma resources. I'm telling you now, even if we take a look and we look at the Mamba Jumba, we look at the 3-star isogenite refinery. You've got a 33% chance of getting the one that you actually want. So whether you want trit, steel, most people don't want dilithium. I know, by the way, that there is a dilithium issue, has been logged, hopefully will be addressed by Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday it's getting fixed. 100%.
Marvellous. So,
and it should be all the weird researchers fixed by them, because we had more in the playtest and found some, but not all of them. So yeah.
No fair. Yeah. And where did you say that, Stewie? I missed it. I'll come back to that in a sec, Stewie Pop. The 3-star isogenite system, obviously the Mamba Jumbo, the one that should be great, got a 33% chance of getting what you want. I want either steel or trit. I want them both in vast quantities at the moment. That's my priority. So I've got a 66% of rolling one thing that I actually want. Let's say I hit top whack on them. I'm going to get 40,000 Sigma trit if I can get my refinery to level 4. If I get my refinery level to level 4, I'm going to get 40,000. That's one repair, by the way, guys. One repair of my affiliate. Or I'm going to get 140,000. This is if I hit big, and I've only got a 25% chance of this. If I hit big, I'm going to get 140,000 per steel. My next building, obviously for anybody that's not aware of how the G7 economy works, my next building, which is a shipyard, to get to 72, needs 44.9 million. Do you know what I mean? It's the point I'm trying to make. The resources are irrelevant, genuinely irrelevant. They are a drip. They are just a tiny drip.
But squirrels, nut by nut, we collect stuff.
Okay, I'm going to point this out as well, because I think this is a great thing that we should be shouting out. That gift, that announcement that we've just got, that gift. Normally, this is something that it was a bit of a flare-up in the community. It was discussed. It was unfair. This wasn't right. I'm correct that that's the general sentiment, Quazel, Nige?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, general sentiment. So this has all obviously happened. This has been discussed in internal channels. Cameron jumped in, said, stuff this, comp everybody, been done within 2 hours.
Amazing.
Do you know what I mean? Genuinely, massive shout out to Cam for getting stuff done.
No, I just checked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Finish first.
No. You should. I'm just saying how good it is that we've got somebody now that's prepared to say something and we take action and it's done within a matter of hours. It can't be done in seconds. It's done within a matter of hours, all sorted. It's announced. It's out there. Comp is released. Not this, we'll get back to you in a week's time and talk about a comp. We're discussing it internally. No, go get it done. Done within a couple of hours. Culture change. It's a tiny another footstep
100%.
to where we need to be. It's one of those little footsteps that we've needed in this game for such a long time. Huge shout out. I've also got the idea for a t-shirt. Me and Net discussed this. But
you might speak to him. Oh, great.
You go, Quazel. You go. I'll come back to that.
I just checked the description. It should be a roll of each, and I changed the text of the tables.
Oh.
So it's bar steel, lithium, and titanium. Because I thought I saw it in my chest, but I think my log is too old to check it. But it should be one of each.
Yeah, see, the numbers are
Yes, it's one of each. I just checked the sync log. It's one of each. I mean, it's still not great, but it's better.
Same difference. Even if I hit jackpots on tier 5, a 3-star tier 5 refinery, if I hit the jackpot I'm getting 150th of a building, and I'm getting 1 Aphelion repair. If I hit the jackpot on a tier 5 refinery, the point I'm trying to make, this is not about resources. That is not the point of doing these. They are a little bit of extra. They are a little bit of filler. These are when you get that pack because it's got a lot of prime particles in it and it's got a couple of thousand materials in there. They don't really do a great deal, but you're not doing it for that. You're doing it for the other juice. And it's just a little bit of extra filler like what you get out of the pack. That's exactly what this is. Getting a roll of each, though, is great. We've updated the charts to reflect that, which is fantastic. What you're doing this for, you're doing it for everything this side of the resources. You're doing it for prisms. You're doing it for, this is the biggie. Honestly, this is the big one at the moment. Your refined isogenite. Your ability to progress in that research tree at the moment is probably, arguably, being completely starved by the quantities of refined isogenite that you've got. Is that the general mentality that you're seeing, Nige? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah, absolutely.
You look in your territory tree. I have still not got sufficient refined isogenite to do 1 research. Not 1. How are people doing? Jerry, talk to me. How are people doing in this research?
If you didn't spend, most likely poorly. I mean, I have 7k of that currency.
Okay.
Just to put it in context, to do all researches that require isogenite.
Oh God, I don't want to know. I don't think I want to know.
Well, guess what you need.
Oh my God, I don't think I want to know. I'm gonna say. Oh my God, research is 2 million.
Without efficiencies, and don't forget the building gives you efficiencies, 6.6 million.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's for everything. That's for all of it. And when the building goes up, the refinery gets better, and you can upgrade the refineries. So that will ramp up, because if you look at the building level, like let's say 60, you're already getting 1400 per day. You know, that changes quickly. It's just very slow in the beginning, and that's a classic Tiger arc for you. He's always doing that with us.
It is.
It seems impossible to do. And then step by step, and people understand how all his currencies, and it's hilarious. He even jokes about using too few currencies for his taste.
The thing is, I will never, ever not be an advocate of more currencies. More currency means less dilution. Less dilution means that the game flows better. Honestly, the game genuinely flows better with the more currencies. I know it makes it feel more complicated. It also, this is the key thing, a selfish thing, it gives me more things to make content about. The more complicated that the game is, the more stuff I have to make to actually explain it to people. And to be fair, I use it as a reference point personally to go back and understand how some of these loops work on my baby account, some of my old stuff. So it fascinates me how much to get level 1 and all the new researches to unlock them all. That's an additional complex piece of mathematics that I don't think Quasar will have done yet. I'm being totally honest. Tiger arcs are like this. Okay, let me give you a key example. Voyager was a Tiger arc. Okay, how horrendous did the Voyager arc feel day 1?
Oh, it was nuts. I was like, what was going on here? And then suddenly now you're like, whatever.
Yeah, and even me, obviously, when I come into it, again, flipping back, because I'm able to now throw this new perspective in that I haven't been able to do before, because I do play on this account. You know what I mean? My Voyager is my biggest ship. It's my daily grinder. Do you know what I mean? It's the one that I use to do pretty much everything. It's the one that I use to kill armadas. Do you know what I mean? This is my biggest ship. You wouldn't have thought that when it first came out, that it was going to be as utilitarian as what it actually is. But the loop got easier. The loop got better. Additional things were introduced to make it more sustainable. Do you know what I mean? Amazing. But it will look, everything Mr. Tiger will create will be absolutely horrendous looking, generally on day 1 from an economy perspective. And that is, and you've just got to understand.
Universe.
Yeah. MU, great one. MU. Yeah. Talk
Or
about
Beja, the DS9 arc. I think that's his been handiwork too. So
but what you've also got
I
there,
like his arcs.
That's the thing. You are also just mentioned there DS9 Bajoran, Voyager, MU, Now this, you are talking arguably about the 3 best arcs, the 3 longest serving, the ones that still serve a purpose. Do you know what I mean? The MU still serves a purpose to me. Hi, Happy Cat. Still serves a purpose to me at Ops 72. It serves a purpose to somebody at Ops 40. It spans so far. It's still useful. There's still stuff in there. Voyager, it's useful really until you get into G7 for your messages. How many people don't go and just kill a few Borg cubes for message refines? Why do you still got that refine available to top up your faction credits if you need it? Easy, simple to do. Deep Space Nine, that probably stops at what, 60-ish? 60-ish where that sort of stops. They're really, really big. Do you know what I mean? They're big ones, they're fantastic designs, but the one thing that all of them have in common is we look at them day one and go, this is impossible, this is ridiculous. I'm going to be doing this until I die. All 3 of those we've finished. Don't we get faction messages in the MU2, or did they change that? Messages in the MU? I don't think so.
Messages? No.
I don't think so.
No. Rep and credits, but no messages.
Yeah, rep and credits. But yeah, no. So honestly, the fact that it looks bad on day one is expected. It should be expected, but that's only expected to the people that understand who wrote this arc and who understand the history of the guy who wrote this arc. Do you know? But and what I think we need to imagine is that, again, the content creator population. I mean, the people that watch all of us. Do you know what I mean? Which probably totals about 10% of the entire player base watch any one content creator. Do you know what I mean? If there's 10% of people watching, that means there's 90% of people that are just loading the game up, not checking out YouTube, not checking out Twitch, and expected to play the game. How on earth any of them do that without any context or help or explanation blows my mind. How anybody gets anywhere without engaging with content creators. It genuinely blows my mind, because that's how I found out that content creation was even really a thing for this game. I YouTubed it, I Googled it, and it came up with a video. So I watched it to figure something out. And you start getting involved. You see that they're then streaming. You watch it. You watch them play stuff. So that whole economy side of it. Divine says, promising alliance could take quota. Supposed sending gifts on qualifying territory couldn't be delivered until chased up. Now they're rewarding mourners who couldn't get qualifying territory or chose not to. Can now activate services with a compensation to all alliances. Okay, Divine. I take a slightly different side of it. If it was me, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have comped anything at all. If it were my decision, I would have said, you're not getting quota in week 1. It's not happening. You've got to work, you've got to grind, you've got to build it up, you've got to earn the right to take it. I wouldn't have comped anybody anything. They announced they were going to comp people. That comp strategy did not go well. Okay, there was a lot of manual work and time and effort going into the background from loads of different people to make that happen. Because the comping just didn't work, or it didn't work in time for stuff to be able to happen, which is crap. The fact that they did do that, and then they're going back and saying, well, it's now not fair because those guys got comped additional service restarts, materials and things, we're now going to balance it out. I think the final action they've taken to balance out the grant of rewards is the right thing to do. I think the wrong thing to do was to comp anybody anything at all. That's my personal opinion.
I'm with you.
Because the thing is
100%.
as well, you look at the 4-star territories. You look at the 4-star territories. Do you think that gift's going to touch the sides on what these guys need?
No.
You know what I mean? What's the point? What's the point in owning it? You know what I mean? There's some of the stuff that some of these. What's important? G7.
Well, I can tell you what's the point of owning it is having 100k rare geode nodes. That's like
to bank up
10 times the respawn rate.
Yeah.
Yep. And G7 nodes mining 2 million in an hour or more, depending on your mining speed.
There are
some
benefits.
neat stuff.
Yeah, there are benefits.
Yep.
But those benefits are basically loop accelerants. They are not really going to be getting a great deal of power because they're still, I'm telling you now, they're not going to be able to afford to actually do anything. They are still not going to be. They're hardly going to be able to afford to do anything. Let me just send my ship in. I'm sure the guys won't kill me for coming in. Let me see if we can find some of the nodes that Quasar was talking about. Oh god, it's got the epic 75s in there as well, the big armadas.
Yep. but those can be accessed by anyone.
They can.
Armadas are not exclusive to a owning alliance.
Yeah. That 7-star count for... That 7-star doesn't count for Veil mining, so not that useful. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Because
Exactly.
it's not in the Veil.
Nope.
So those mining nodes are basically top-ups. Barring that, they don't mean anything.
Yeah, but you can use it to get stuff you might want for your refineries.
Yeah, correct. But who the hell cares about
Independent
G7
of-
refineries?
It's a drip.
Yeah,
Like everything.
It
It's
is.
a drip.
But it's too much of... I genuinely couldn't care less.
Well,
Yeah,
can
but
I
if you
give
can, if you, yeah,
can I give a different point of view?
Yeah, of course.
Those G7 refineries, by pushing myself every day to do them, as you guys have seen, you know, my account versus Quasels and Jules. Yes, I do a lot of PvP, but also I mine a lot, and the reason that is because even every little drip, if I'm getting 100 a day, 50 a day of uncommon gas, that's still a drip that someone doesn't have 0 of. So that's the way I play. I mean, everyone
that's
else
the
got
right
different
way
opinions.
to play. That's the correct way to play. You should go and do your gas is mine that I need for my Fed dailies. I should go mine that. When I'm done, I should go and send out my Philion and go mine some ore and some crystal, even on alternate days, and try and get a single pull a day. Do you know what I mean? That's what I should do. I don't. Because I just genuinely don't care. Okay, we've explored all those systems. There's no big geode nodes, but yeah, the ability to then I mean, these guys are going to have huge stockpiles of geodes by staying in here for a few weeks. They're going to stay in here for the next 3 months. Nobody's going to knock these guys off, mainly because they hold the territory. The holder of the territories are so hard to take out, especially when they're big alliances. They're so hard to take out. I don't think there's any geodes.
I always think there's a chance. I mean, I've got a smile on my face. 'Cause
Yes, absolutely, there's a chance.
I remember I held a smaller alliance previously, and we went after the big dog, and they were so shocked we even attempted it, that we took them all out, and we managed to hold on till the very last minute and won it by a few points. And so, in other words, you just never know. Now you've got T4, you are the target forever. So you never know when someone might have a go.
But 100k geodes that you can get off one node, that 100k is going to get you. You only need 2 of them to double pull. And bearing in mind, these are on a 3-day cooldown. 3-day cooldown. So you've only got to mine 2 of those nodes every 3 days. If you stick to my suggested progression path, unless you are like a few people have mentioned where they've got so much finished that they don't have a great deal to do, which is single pull stuff. Single pull everything. If you've got time to go out and do some more over a weekend and you can double pull for a few days, great. It'll top you up. Focus on single pulls. But if you can do those 100k nodes, do you know what I mean? You can get 5 or 6 of them a week, 600,000-700,000. You're going to top yourself up for weeks and months if you just stick with a single pull method on a tier 1 refinery. The tier 2 refinery is not that awful either. I think we've got these figures now for this tier 5 refinery, or have you already done it?
is it posted? I need to check.
Did somebody put... Who had the tier 5 refinery? I can't remember.
It's not posted yet. Yep.
Who had the G5? Who was it? So why should they be why
was it
should
Wacky?
they be compensated for strategy decision? Tell me, I'm more than happy to have this conversation with Divine. I don't fully understand what you mean. Why should
So basically, but Divine, if everyone knew from day one that they were going to get this opportunity to attempt tier 4 and have all the loot available for it, then everyone's strategy would change. The problem is that the biggest alliances, they just went for it. The other ones are like, oh, well, there's no point. And some of the bigger alliances went, well, we can't even refine enough. And only by luck that you got the comp. That's the only reason you could attempt it. Otherwise, you would have had to wait in those territories for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks at least. So that's kind of a bit of luck rather than planning ahead of time.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Absolutely agree.
Oh, wait. Check Drifa. Not true. What's not true? That you knew that the comp was coming? Or would your strategy change? Like a genuine question.
being compensated for not doing anything. Yeah, the being.
Yeah, but you forget
again,
one thing. In the end, the alliances that just by chance took the territory didn't do anything either, really. I mean, yes, they took a territory, but they put no effort into it. They just were lucky enough to choose the territory because they didn't realize it's that expensive. Because alliances that realized it, some of them changed course. I said, let's take 2-3 stars in a different corner that suits us more and mine this restart stuff to build up a storage and then go for it.
Yeah. So, Trek, you're saying that you planned ahead of time. You're in the minority there. Okay, you're in the minority, and we can't always take edge cases as a reason for making decisions. If your guys earned sufficient stuff, which I don't actually think was possible to be able to take that without the comp, I generally don't think that was possible.
No, impossible.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was impossible. So without that, you wouldn't have that 4-star territory. So that comp helped. And then going back to what Divine was saying, now those that own Quota don't get compensated and everybody else gets it. You've already had the comp. You can now got the ability to activate the services where you're going in.
Yeah, Lube. Hey,
hi, mate.
It's Butts.
Are you well?
Hey, bud. So I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to say that our alliance, we took 2 of the 3 territories that could go into the 4-star, but we did not go for the 4-star because what we are going to be doing is chasing blueprints. So we're first going to start with any system, any territory capture system that will grant you Borg ship parts or blueprints. Sorry, blueprints.
Borg cube.
We will try to take for that week. Yeah, the Borg cube. We will try to take that week, and we will follow those blueprints around specifically until everyone in our alliance, or most everyone in our alliance, has at least a second cube if they want it. And that may take a couple of rounds, a couple of weeks, or maybe 3 or 4 weeks. But then after that, we might have enough build up to like start going for the 4-star.
I love it. No, I love it. And that element of strategy, when was the last time your alliance did it put any form of strategic thinking into TC?
3 years ago.
When was the last time your alliance put any form of strategic thinking in as an alliance where you've got to work together to do anything?
6 months to a year ago.
For
basically, we had a really bad incursions, and we knew who we were going to be going up against. So we did an alliance and an actual strategy, but that was like a one-off.
So yes, we've had a revamp of territory. Yes, there's some stuff in it that we don't like. This comp issue, honestly, people, it's a non-issue in 3 weeks' time. Everybody's forgotten about it. Let's move on. It's happened. Everybody's been granted the same materials. Do I agree with the comp initially? No, I don't. Do I agree with the solution? Yes, I do. I think everybody's got exactly the same. Everybody's on a level keel to an extent. I know the people that have got it have got access to those services, etc. I understand there is a partial piece of inequity there, and the solution was don't give anybody anything. I'm in agreement. Okay, I'm in agreement with you all. But again, this becomes a non-issue soon. Let's look at the bigger picture here. Let's take let's put the huge positive spin on this. We've got, and puts us on one of the most wary alliances in the game, servers in the game. They're always at war. They're always doing things. They're always working together. They've not really done anything for 6 to 12 months, barring 1 incursions. They've not put any strategic thinking into anything for about 3 years. This has forced them to start working together. I've shown you my alliance chat. Do you know what I mean? That place has been like a ghost town. Unless we're doing some armadas together or people are just chatting about some random crap, we're talking about the game. We're talking about strategizing. We've got hundreds and hundreds of ships going to TCs again. And we're talking about you take this node, you capture this node, you do this, let's go do these armadas. And people are asking questions about other things. It's generated a little bit more engagement because people play this game to be part of a team.
Yeah, on our first takeover, we actually were fighting against somebody.
Nice.
And between the 2 of us, we actually maxed out both systems to where people weren't able to get into the system because we had too many ships. And that hasn't happened in years.
Love that. Honestly, genuine, absolutely love that. And I think this is doing what we needed the game to do culturally. We need to bring alliances back to working together. And the more opportunities that we can do that, the better. The more things that we can do that. I'm just hoping, I think their theory behind this is they're hoping that their rotation of services is going to do exactly what Putz has said. It's going to force people to say, well, I don't want this shitty service that's in my territory now. We had a fantastic one last week. We're going to dump everything and we're going to move. I think it wants people to create that, and the people say, well, you're not having our territory. Well, we'll fight you for it. I'm hoping, I think that's their aim and their goal. Now, I still have a fundamental issue with playing on a schedule. Going back to a negative, to give balance to both sides of the argument. There's times where our territories are that I can't be involved. I can't play. I'm one of my alliance's biggest player. I think I'm in the top 5 in my alliance. There's times where I can't play. There'll be times when our biggest player, BK, who's the biggest player on our server, there'll be time where he can't play. Okay? It's big. Do you know what I mean? There's all these sort of things that are going to impact it. Because remember, we are not in COVID anymore. People aren't sat at home with nothing to do, twiddling their thumbs to be able to do it. So I don't like the idea of playing on a schedule. I hate it. But there's no other way really to do territory. We have 0 other options. We generally have 0 other options on what we can do with territory. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm just really strongly of the opinion that I also don't want the sluggish nature of this. I don't want the sluggish nature of this research tree. This, how painfully, awfully slow it is. People to go, stuff this. Balls to this. I ain't doing it. I'll go back to doing my dailies and dropping off. Knowing Mr. Tiger's arcs, he will accelerate the progression within his arc. He will accelerate it. Something will happen. But the fact that we're on day 5, I've not done 1 level of 1 research. I mean, that's a bit of a fail for me. Are we getting... Here we go. Here's one for you. Are we getting any in the season pass of the refined isogenite?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These aren't bad chunks either. I've got about 2,005 days. Again, I didn't refine the day 1 of the arc because I waited for my refineries to all reset the next day. And I didn't have the territories to be able to do 2 and 3 star until the last couple of days. So again, that will help. But again, remember, think about the people that aren't going to have a tier 3 service, that aren't going to have a tier 3 territory. You're pirating it.
That's my biggest issue with it. The whole situation that you need the 3-star stuff to do the armadas for the starts.
I know.
And the rare geodes, because if you don't have a territory, you kinda are blocked of upgrading the building.
You are.
And that's a feedback that should be going.
So,
I was thinking of making a bigger report about it, but if you do it correctly, that's my biggest issue, because it's a catch-22. You can't get the building rolling.
Yeah. Alpaca said, I think it was an example of Scopy screwing up the maths. They did a comp chest because they expected Alliance to take Coda when it was first available and freaked out. No one be able to. I knew Territories was coming and I saw the initial map 6 weeks ago. I told them it wouldn't work. Which is why I found the comp unnecessary and daft. Because they didn't heed that when I first said it. When it was mentioned. Not only by me. Okay. Which is why I found it strange that they actually even did the comp. That was the design team and the people that made that decision not talking to each other. Okay? I'm going to say as well that I've got 2 or 3 key changes that I don't think anybody will disagree with that I want to talk about here. So, the old territory system was great in terms of how it worked, in terms of the grades that were available relating to the levels of the territories. Hear me out. The 1-star systems had 1-star and sometimes 2-star isogen in. Well, sorry, they always had 2-star isogen in them, and some of them had 1-star isogen, so it had the next grade up. I believe that 1-star territories now should all have 1-star in them, and that they should all have 2-star in them, or use the model of they all have 2-star in them as an absolute minimum, and some of them have 1 star, which is similar to what we've got now in terms of the 1-star stuff.
Yep.
The 2 stars should all have 3 star in them, and all have 2 star in them. That should be. We need to have it at the moment. The way it works, or we need to move something really key, really, really key. We need to move the Armada directives from the Tier 3 bundle into the Tier 2 bundle. So that aligns
to the one. If you ask me,
in an
if
ideal
you move it, it needs to be it.
So, okay. Hear me out then. Think about this as a suggestion. So, at the minute now, for a 3-star refine, 1 chest, you get 50. Yeah? You get 50 Tesseract directives. I think 1 chest of a 2-star should play 30, and 1 chest of a 1-star should pay 20. So you can still double pull these and still get the 100 a day. Exactly the same level of sourcing, 1 every 6 days, but and the teams that have only got access to 1-star are going to be getting it much slower. You've got a 1-star territory, then you can then get even more out of that. Having the territory directives in 3-star is an egregious halt on players' progression.
Massively.
It's massive because you can't even steal this stuff. Are you still here?
I'm here.
Okay. You can't even pirate.
Can you still 3-star?
No, not really.
You can
not
if
really.
somebody is really dumb.
Stupid.
I mean, if somebody is
stupid.
sitting there, they gotta roll that node like 5 times or something, and then you might get a little nibble. Or maybe they have done 1-star and 2-star, and then they're finishing up 3-star, and they all did it on 1 trip, and you might get some OPC that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
so basically,
if you really want to go, if you really want to play dirty, and you really want to play chess, right?
Yeah, it's a way.
You're gonna load up a ship that's gonna die with par steel, and you fly in, and you die to the thing, and get it while it's a 0 node or something, but you die, right? You don't break row because you didn't kill it, and then it's now OPC with all of the 3-star, and so you just then kill it out, right? We can go back to 2020, 2021. Anybody that's been playing that long knows that strategy.
I would add a tiny twist to it, especially if you don't raid a base to get the pass deal. You can, there's a thing Latinum and stuff like that, which is mined way quicker.
Yeah. Anything, right?
Puts his argument is
an amalgam with those codes. Yeah.
Fill your cargo. And go and die to a ship to make it go over cargo. Because the issue you've got is that unless that happens, it's dirty OPC hunting. It is, but it's a tactic. It is an absolute tactic that people are going to employ. There's no breaking of these ROE things where OPC is OPC on 99% of servers. So it's an ability for you to do that. Now, might you have some questions with your Admiral? Potentially. Okay, but it's there. Would you share your TC research tree with us? All the new stuff added. Would you share recommendations which inspire us? I will, Big Irish. Big Irish, my video that I released today on YouTube, I did my exact strategy on how I would focus on the research, but I will do it here today as well. Okay, but the argument that I'm making is that the tier 3 stuff, which is the stuff that you absolutely need to be able to engage in this loop fully because you need to be able to do armadas. Remember, you are getting armada starts from the battle pass, but to maintain your daily drip, of these things, you cannot, because these nodes are only a couple of 100,000, and even I've just had a check there that my Nova has got a protected cargo of 1.6 million with no cargo protection officers on it. I'd have to recycle that node 9 times, and it takes me 9 hours I'm manning at 3,000 an hour on a Nova. It's going to take me 45 years to go over cargo. Do you know what I mean? It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish that you can't steal it without puts this thing. And I've used the lowest ship, obviously, just so that we're not playing totally in G7 world. While we're doing it, though, we'll go through this on here. 3 hours and 28 minutes. I would have to sit on this mine without recalling it to go over cargo. What's my protected cargo on my Aphelion, just to use at our higher one? 1.48 million. So I can do 5 cycles of this at 3.5 hours a piece. It's 17.5 hours worth of mining before this goes over cargo. If I can steal it. Okay, madness. Is there a better new ISO mining crew? The best ISO mining crew that you want for these, you just want to go full on general mining speed. Okay, this is a great crew. So Fest Full Synergy is a great crew. You could put 1 of 11 on one side to be able to do that. Okay, they are it's a great crew. Even though you're reducing your protected cargo slightly, I've just indicated why that's not really a huge issue. Next question. Let's go back to the research question. So, Big Irish was talking about where do you even get started with this research? Well, first of all, you've got to get the refined stuff, which is a pain in the ass anyway. But let's talk a little bit longer term as to where to go. I've explained that the refinery is not paying me enough refined isogenite in order for me to be able to progress in this tree very quick. The way for me to increase what I'm going to be getting in refined isogenite is to upgrade my refineries. Now, the biggest impact for me to upgrade it, especially using my my alliance, which has got a 3-star territory, is to improve my 3-star isogenite refinery. So my first priority is to improve this node here. So the first research that I'm going to be doing is TC particles cost efficiency, which means jack to me, and it costs a fortune, 8,300. But then I'm going to do 3-star extraction, and I'm going to do my isogenite refinery, because by that point I should have been able to get my continuum consulate somewhere near level 10. But I want to improve that refinery. That's a priority to me. The rest of it in this tree, I'll be honest with you, is not a huge focus of mine at the moment. If you're going to talk about the bits where you have to make really, really specific choices, okay? You have to make really specific choices. Hear me out on this one. You have to start at this node. So you start at chronometric particles cost efficiency. Let me just quickly explain to you as well. This tree is split into 3 parts. Yeah, this is split into 3 parts. High as you can. The problem with trying to take it as high as you can is that you've got to have your consulate really high. So getting your consulate really high will take quite a while for people that are playing it free to play like I am. So trying to wait for your consulate just to update that one node might take too long for you to be able to do Voltron. So even just getting that one extra bump is going to be something there. So 3 different segments to this tree. So the first one is, if I can put a square on it, is this one here. So this is the first section of this tree. So this is, we're going to call this section 1. Okay, section 2 starts here, and this is where we go back to a stellar research type mechanic. Okay, Pokey, thank you so much for the resub. For 3 months at tier 1, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, bud. Thank you, mate. Thank you for your tier 1 sub. And to everybody that subs as well, obviously, it's massively appreciated. We do our best here to educate and to teach people, and you guys rewarding us with your hard-earned money is super, super appreciated. So thank you to everybody that does it. It is massively appreciated. So you're going to start here, chronometric particle cost efficiency, because this pays out one of these ascendancy ciphers. Ascendancy ciphers, you can see you've got 3 little arrows on them. These are basically your choice tokens. Okay, these are your choice tokens where you've got to decide which route you want to go next in the tree. The route that I'm going to take, okay, and the one that I would suggest everybody do, is that they start on the middle track. Hear me out. So you're going to start with Selkie mining speed, which costs that 1 ascendancy cipher that you've just earned from the chronopatric research cost efficiency. You're then going to work your way through because of these 3 nodes. So TC PvE chest loot increases, increasing the amount of stuff that you get from your loot chest, increasing the actual loot that you're getting from the Hostiles and Armada, speeding up your acquisition of the resources and materials, okay, that you need to fuel your refinery. Armada loot, reducing the amount of armadas that you need to run in order for you to be able to keep your refinery fueled. Again, I think this is using my tactics, reducing it. Okay, reducing it. So yes, do I care about the Selkie mining speed? No, I do not. But I have to do Selkie mining speed to answer the question who just said it there to Divine, because I want to get to these loot bonuses. Okay, I really want to get there. I want to get to these loot bonuses. And then the route is your choice. You look further on in the tree. This is the way that I would look at this for you to make your decision. Look further in the tree. Where's your goal? We've talked about how slow this is going to be. The things that jump out to me that I want in my game that I think are going to add value are things like this. Sigma resources, ship cost efficiencies, Aphelion mining speed, G7 repair cost efficiencies, and these aren't small, going all the way up to 700%. G7 rare ship parts cost efficiency, G7 common uncommon ship parts efficiency. These sing to me. Yeah? These sing to me. Okay? So my path that I'm going to be using, I'm going to bump up my Isogenite refinery by at least 1 level. First priority. I'm then going to come here. I'm going to then go through the Selkie mining speed, middle track, until I hit mining speed. Once I hit mining speed, I will then earn another Ascendancy Cipher. I'll then take that Ascendancy Cipher, and I will then move down to the bottom row. I will have to start back at PvP takeover damage, because this costs that Ascendancy Cipher again, and then I'm going to work all the way across the bottom row to PvP damage, get my next cipher, which I can then use to do survey protected cargo, and work towards the researches which benefit me. Advark, thank you so much for resubscribing for 6 months at tier 1. That's incredible, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got a hype train incoming, people. Thank you so much. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to kick off that hype train. Any support is welcome, not at all required, but thank you so much for doing it.
Live long and prosper.
Nice, thank you so much for the 100 beautiful bits. I'll treasure each and every one, and the hype train is rolling. Anybody that's to contribute, bits, subs, gifted subs, all massive. And remember, guys, if we can focus on bits, we are only 2,530 bits away from a Battle Pass giveaway that we will do this evening, if you want to go for that. Obviously, we're a fair way away off on the subs.
Live long and prosper.
Thank you for your 130 bits. Hope you're well. 130. See, I can't see a number like that come from you, Tarpy, and not think that there's a hidden message behind 130. 130 has to mean something. There's got to be a subliminal. There's got to be a subliminal message there. You know what I mean, don't you, Quazel? She's got to mean something by 130.
No, it's literally you said something about needing some thousand number of bits.
Oh, you've rounded it off.
On the end.
Oh, your OCD has crippled it. I understand it. Are you all right?
Sorry, not sorry.
No. Are you well?
Also, hi. Yeah,
marvelous.
I'm a giant walking mosquito bite, but my entire front yard is weeded.
Oh God! You should have worn like a beekeeper outfit.
Yeah, it's Minnesota. The mosquitoes are the size of sparrows.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't know what a North American mosquito is, man. Like a beekeeper's nest, that ain't gonna cut it. You want chainmail, like nano sized chainmail, or
you have to
they'll get through.
Protect your dogs from being carried away.
What?
Around here, they're not actually that big, but they're big.
Dumb ways to die. It sounds like it. Yeah. Oh God, that sounds horrendous.
I have had more than one outdoor pet die because of being almost bled to death from mosquito bites.
More than one?
Yeah. I've had 2 cats die when I was younger. We had outdoor cats, and both of them died in a really bad mosquito issue. Yeah.
That's horrendous.
It helps that it's really windy here, because it's windy all the time. So then there's less bugs because they can't handle it. So I'm just a walking mosquito bite. Anyway.
How long have you been here, Tappy?
I'm good.
How long have you been here?
About 10 minutes.
Okay.
I just like creeping in the background.
No, I like that. I'm a bit of a creeper as well. It saves you having to talk to people if you just
totally not creepy.
No. So while we've got you, obviously you're quite analytical. Did you just hear my take on how I'm most likely going to attack this research tree? Have you done some deep diving? How are you thinking? Because I think you're same ops as me now. Are you 72 now? Have I lost everyone?
No.
My audio
it seems.
Oh, sorry, yours gone. I was just wondering, how are you going to attack this tree, Tappy? Are you going to use a similar tactic to me, or have you got a totally different take?
Oh, goodness. I honestly haven't looked too much at the individual nodes yet because I haven't even got my building past level 1. So I'm not anywhere near it yet. So remind me which row you said you were starting on, because I don't.
So I'm starting in the middle, and I'm
my
going to
husband
get.
is fighting with.
I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to get the loot chests. I'm going to get the loot chest increase, the PvE loot increase, the TC Armada loot increases to help speed up, hopefully, the progression of the loop in terms of me having to grind less in it. And then I'm going to move down after that, and I'm going straight across the bottom towards the major cost efficiencies for G7, Sigma, rare, uncommon ship parts and materials and stuff. That's my plan.
Yeah. I definitely am not going the PvP route first. That is not my jam.
No, it isn't mine. It really annoys me that the PvP track at the bottom is the one that I have to take to get to those kick-ass efficiencies at the on the bottom row further on in the tree. I have to go down that route to get to them, because the PvP is all on the top row in that second tranche of researches. It would have been awesome if they were swapped around, because then I'd have gone top row all in and done PvE, TC, PvE, and then all the way into these efficiencies. It'd have been a no-brainer just to work your way across the top. But I've got to go through an armful of crappy PvP researches to get to the great cost efficiencies.
I wonder. Between the PvP damage and the survey protected cargo, is this survey protected cargo actually have that PvP damage as a prerequisite?
Yes.
Because I thought the whole point of this get a token, spend a token, was that you could go elsewhere.
So what you've got to do, you've got to get the first token, and then you choose a path, top, middle, or bottom. You then do 6 nodes. You then do 5 nodes, and then you get another token. That token allow you to either continue on that same path. So you either stay at the top and carry on moving, or you go back and you start again on the middle or bottom, which is why I've got to do the middle for 5 nodes, and I've got to go back and do 5 nodes that I don't care about across the bottom to start working into the nodes that I want in the second tranche of the tree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I misread that line in the middle because I thought it was going to be like, you're totally right. I see that now. I thought it was going to be even more choosy. Where I could do
that would have been great. Yeah. That would have been awesome because I would have gone middle all the way across and then gone straight to the bottom and made some progress. The fact and I'd have skipped that PvP basically forever until I had nothing left.
But one positive thing I've seen looking at it, and I just checked a few researches, so that's maybe not an entire view on it. It seems there are very low dependencies, so I could go very high on one of the later researchers and still had only to do level 1 of all the prerequisites. So it might be quite easy to kind of unlock it all. Yeah. And then just level up what you want and need and not everything.
So you're just using them as stepping stones rather than stepping stones that you've then got to build up to be able to actually do the stuff you want without hard. And that I like that. That's a positive thing.
If I remember right, too, most of the tree, at least the first part of it, does not have too many ops locks in it up until ops 70 something. So a lot of players who are going through G6 do have access to a lot of the nodes. So it's also not necessarily ops locked for the first half of the tree and then ops locked out of the second half or anything like that.
Got ya.
So everybody can get a little bit of the tree, but not necessarily all of it.
Is that your understanding as well, Quizzle? Have you looked deeper into the ops locks and stuff, and does that seem to ring true?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I think that's
you can take a quick look at something later, like let's look at an efficiency name. Let me open my game.
Yeah, so cost efficiency, G7, common, uncommon ship parts, level 1.
Well, obviously, the G7 one is ops locked to G7, but
let's have a look at
someone was doing the research in the playtest and just kind of speeding through all of the research in the playtest, and that player was not in G7, and they could do basically all of the researches in at least the first set of 6.
Got you.
Which I thought was really good.
Right, let's have a look. So
like most of the levels even.
Territory. So let's see what the efficiencies are like. Let's go say Sigma resources ship cost efficiency, because that's still a problem in G6. Let's have a look. The Sigma resources ship cost efficiency.
So looking at Spoxel Club, I can get that thing to level 6 just with level 1 of all the previous researches. And it needs, of course, R&D level 77. So yes, it's based on your ops building, but you can do it just 1 level of all the previous researches. And that hasn't always been the case with other researches trees. No. So you can go straight to the node you're really interested in.
Just to prove this point that Quizzle's making here. So that one I was talking about, this Sigma resources ship cost efficiency, it's got ops locks. So we've got 61 here, and it's got rare ship parts cost efficiency, which is the prior node that we've got there. But what it doesn't have is, you wait till I go through the prereqs, it's literally ops lock then. 63, 65, 68, 70, 71, 74, 76. and you can max it out at Ops 76, but there are no other research dependencies. So from level 1, you're going to unlock the previous node. You're going to unlock that previous node, which is the rare ship, which is this one, G6 rare ship parts. Get it to level 1. Let's pretend I don't care about that. Pretend I don't care about that. I can then just go and absolutely whack the crap out of this to get it to my current Ops level, which for me, at Ops 72, means I can get it up to level 6. And level 6 is going to give me 140% bonus. Which, we haven't got loads of cost efficiency for Sigma. So that 140% at level 6, it's not to be sniffed at, is it? Thank you for the hype train, peeps. Thanks for everybody that contributed. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Territory.lol is awesome, by the way. Thank you to all that built it. We're going to take a quick look at Territory.lol and we're going to thank Pickled Onion just to say a massive thank you to him because I think he's done a great job of it. Sorry, Gherkin, not Pickled Onion.
No, pickled egg.
Pickled egg. Pickled egg.
Pickled something, right?
No, what was it? The gherkin.
Gherkin.
It is gherkin, right? Yeah, that's it.
No,
Yeah, okay, great.
But we're going to call him forever Pickled Onion because we love him. And they
I mean,
are.
in
and they are the
German,
kings.
his name kinda is cucumber juice. So yeah, there. You
Oh my god, it sounds like something you would drink at the end of your fasting. Do you know what I mean? Like the sort of thing, Luke, I expect Quasel to go, oh yeah, I finished fasting for 10 days, I'll have cucumber, juice.
Yeah. No, gherkin is great. I mean, it runs on my server, so I'm talking with him a lot about different exchanges or stuff like that. And he's open to suggestions as well. So if you see some stuff that you think, oh, maybe it would be easier this or that is not quite logical, he added a bunch of stuff from feedback.
Good.
Oh, nice.
We'll take a gander at it. Donald's saying that the voice audio volume is incredibly low. So everybody talk up because it looks like it's hitting fine on Twitch. Twitch shouldn't be an issue. But just let me know, guys, if it's coming in a bit quiet on Twitch as well, and I can turn everything up. Shiz, you wanted to see this Aphelion research tree? The Aphelion mining speed research? Is this what you wanted to look at? Folks taking that chain are locked to the chain until 71, but other chain folks can get the token earlier. So you will get a token by completing PvP damage, and you'll then get one at Aphelion mining speed. But you're correct that if you go middle bound on here, you will get your token earlier, about 3 researches earlier. You're correct, because these blue highlights are either spend or pay. So these ones are acquire, these 3 blue ones, and then the next ones will be spend to get them. It's going to cost all 3 of those things to be able to unlock all the trees, because it's going to allow you to then go back and do it. Even the Peacemaker frame research. The Peacemaker frame research, if I recall, what do we actually need for that Peacekeeper frame? I mean, nicest possible way. Who gives a crap about it? Who really cares?
So, something to be aware of on those researches for the cosmetics, they do also require particles.
I've pulled up the
So
base
they
costs,
require...
yeah. Have you seen how much
Yeah.
isogenite they cost? 50,000 refined isogenite at base.
Yeah,
Jesus.
and I was not thrilled when they kept the requirement of those and the particles, because I was like, I don't want to spend my hard-earned currency
on
and these
frame.
particles on a cosmetic.
But
That is also a prerequisite for other research. I was kind of grumpy on that one.
That's the end of the tree.
I think it's
that
at the
one.
end.
That
It's
one's
the end of the tree now.
Is there
It shouldn't be.
There's an avatar somewhere in there too.
It's this
So-
the triumphant banner. That's what she's talking about here. So triumphant banner.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at what that costs just to prove the point. So triumph.
Unless they changed
Yeah,
it, I'd
let's
be
look.
thrilled if they changed it.
The triumphant banner. Christ Almighty! 50,000 refined isogenite. Nearly 1,600 quantum and 1,600 luminous prisms. It doesn't even need 1 prism to happy. It needs 2.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's
So-
horrendous.
Yeah.
Have we got any more cosmetics? Have we got any more triumphant banner? What else? Have
There-
we got?
I think it was just the frame and
it's
the
just that
avatar
one. Yeah,
were the
just
only
that one.
two. And I was also not thrilled that one cosmetic is a requirement.
No, I agree. They were always just isolated nodes, weren't they? Like if you go back to What nodes did we have cosmetics in? Was it away teams where we had a few? What was that research?
We had some in there, and I think some in territory before too.
In territory as well.
Yeah,
What was that one? That
we mentioned that on the test, and I think they told us it's been too late to change it now.
Was it territory? Can't find one in territory. Where's that? Where are those cosmetic researches? Just to show what we mean.
Didn't the away team research had some?
Wait, I just thought I had a gander in away team. Territory OG did have cosmetic. Oh, again, priority one. Here, so like down here, look, Shuttle Mark 4 frame. It's got no prereqs to it. It was literally a standalone node. If you want it, you go for it. You spend your currency on it. Some of these node ones actually used to pay out huge power. They used to pay out like 150 and 200,000 power. Some of them, I can't remember where they were, and they were really good for domination events, even though they were a waste of currency. But they still served a purpose doing at some point. AT Shuttlecraft, yeah, Shuttlecraft crate frames. But yeah, I totally agree with Tappy that having them in there as a prereq is horrendous. And I think while nobody's going to be anywhere near that yet, I think we should continue to beat that drum to change that node. Change it into something else. I don't care what it is. Add another mining speed node for all I care. But just something utilitarian with a lower cost that doesn't cost it. But I mean, the cost of some of these researches compared to what we're getting is
take the prisons out.
Or make it
Luke
cheap.
Just suggest making them cheap. Make it cheap. Like
I prefer that.
You can add that to your research text change.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see if he's come back to me on that yet. Don't think he will. Ooh.
So I was noticing some questions earlier, and I don't know if you guys got to this before I got to the stream, but have you noticed in a 3-star territory that there are more nodes today than there were a few days ago?
No, sorry, say that again. Oh dear.
So I remember having a conversation when people were taking 3-star territories on Sunday that they were unhappy that there were 9 isogenite nodes in one of the 3-star territories. And I've been seeing people today, and I see you are in Tholis, saying that there were more than 9 nodes. So I think they're adding mining nodes.
I think we have the same number than previously, but maybe I don't remember wrongly. But it could be. Or maybe some systems had less and they just
adjusted.
Balancing them. Yeah.
Nice doing.
I don't know. I want to take a bit of feedback off people. So let me talk about, we'll just quickly dive back to territory services. So we pointed out that if you dive into your embassies now, we was talking about when these services are going to rotate. Because for the first time, the active services and the future services are showing different, as if the rotation is going to be not a manual process in between seasons where they're going and physically update them, as if they were going to update automatically after a certain cadence.
That's known.
Yeah.
That's why servers are different. It's all automated now. Each server has its own RNG.
Correct. So my question is, how often would we like these services to rotate? What do we think is a good number? Because the way that it reads right now, you click on a blanked out future service, it reads, upcoming. This service will become available at the end of the zone's next takeover. That's how it currently reads now. So the next takeover for this zone is 6 days and 22 hours, which tells me that these 6 should go away and these 6 should come in based on how the text is currently written. I don't think that's how it's going to work, based on something that... Nigel,
I hope it works exactly the way that you said, Luke.
Just talk.
I really do.
Just carry on talking.
Yeah,
okay.
No problem at all. Yeah.
So I hope that it's exactly the way that Lube is saying, that you can go into any territory and look at it and go, okay, these next 6 or 8 are blocked out, and are grayed out, and you can see that they will happen. That's what you're battling for the next time. And I love the fact that it's a random thing. I want that randomness to be every single week. So every single territory, every time it's up, it's basically rolling the dice and saying, here's what you're going to have next week for this territory, so that you know, and you get a week ahead of time to kind of plan out and see where everything is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think that's, it sounds like it's going to happen as you get to the next set of services. The next ones will pop up and so on and so forth. So it's a very, very good way that they've done that. Thanks you for following Squeaky Dave. Welcome in to the Nut House.
Great name.
But
Great
Louvre is doubtful. Louvre is doubtful that will actually happen.
I am now.
Right?
I am now.
Okay. Great. So how's it really going to happen?
So the current thinking is that it will be every time that the TC gets reset, which is what's always been happening. Current method of thinking. I'll tell you that. Being discussed. If it resets every 3 months, it's DOA. The whole concept of it's DOA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like go and scrap it, but it has always been the weekly stuff, and it would surprise me if they would have touched that part of the code, but you never know.
I'm also intrigued how the anomalies, so they mentioned those in the original patch notes, how they're coming in week 2. I'm also intrigued how anomalies are going to impact how alliances will use territories. So are they actually going to be enough of either a selling point for the buff ones or a deterrent for the debuff ones? Because they will change weekly. They have timers on them. So I wonder how much they're actually going to impact what will happen in those territories. Because if they kind of rotate like a service, are they not just another service?
My problem with those is that you have not an advanced notice. So like players or alliances couldn't even plan around it. Because like we just said, if you want to move with the services, you kind of can, because you have more than a week of advance notice if it's really weekly. But if an anomaly just pops up, is there a planning? Because it takes time to move. If the rotation isn't like in the right spot for your territories.
Yeah, it kind of sounds to me like the anomalies will maybe they pop up randomly wherever, and they will either be a really good thing or maybe a really bad thing. And I think you're kind of just, if you own that territory or whatever, I think you're just kind of stuck with it unless you want to try to get rid of it or if you want to try to capture it. But the anomalies may only last a week, so it may take you a week to get there or a week to lose it.
Right. So the anomalies last a week and they're random. So I'm kind of hoping the services themselves rotate on a monthly basis.
At least. I think that's... honestly... The way that it reads in-game, upcoming, this service will become available at the end of the zone's next takeover. Can anybody remember if that text was there prior to this month? Has anybody?
I think it's always been the same text.
Has it?
Because you have to pay the services weekly. You have to activate services every week.
I know.
Because you have every week a takeover to defend or...
But what we don't know,
so
I know.
Yeah.
What we don't know from a tech standpoint is whether these 6 at the top actually disappeared and the bottom 6 came into power, or whether the top 6 just refreshed every single week. We don't know what the tech was doing.
Well, we know because that's how it was when they changed services. I think because Gherkin could display the new ones in advance, because we had parallel, the old and new ones visible, and then look at Territory LOL, how many services they have built and how few in comparison you have on your server. Like that's half of them ish.
Okay. So what are you telling me? Are you telling me that you think that the way that the tech has worked prior to this is the screen that I'm showing now, these top 6 services next week will disappear, and these 6 will drop in.
Correct.
That's
Absolutely
how.
spot on.
Yep.
That's how this, and that's how you think the tech worked, even when those services were mirrored every single week. That you were always starting a brand new service.
Yeah, because basically I was the admiral. Oh, sorry, apologies, Tarpy. But yeah, I was the admiral of my alliance. Well, I'm still the admiral of my alliance, and that's what I had to deal with every week. And
No,
it's very
I know
rare
we
it
had to
changed.
rebuy them. But what I'm saying,
Luke, think of them as weekly exos. So the exos in the top row expire. So the next row, those are the ones you can buy.
Yeah.
So then
I get it. I get it conceptually. I understand what the mechanic is. My argument is that what I'm being told is that that's not how it works.
What I'm getting from you, Lube, is that visually we can't tell the difference between if they were removed and everything moved up, or if just the whole slate was wiped clean and replaced, because up until now they've all been duplicates, right? We don't know if it was a delete and add, or if it was just a copy.
No,
Well, no. So yeah. So sorry. You go ahead, Tarpy. I'm about to make the same point. I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, in past they've only done it like 3 times, where they would change the services in a particular territory.
Mhm.
So if one time they went from Surax to Quantum, you would see in the top row, as it expires, you would still have Surax for that week, but when they change it, it would say Quantum in the next set of rows. So the following week, the Surax would go away, and the Quantum would show up for you'd have another row of Quantum below it to show that that's what would be active next week. So then when they rotated the services
already. Gotcha. Cool.
Yes. So we've done that before in the past.
Okay. Then that's kind of a proof of concept that that's the way it works. But but if Lube knows something else that he can't share and has been told something, I would be worried as well still. But I understand what you're saying now.
Let me just reread this message to make sure that I'm not reading it wrong, because what you guys are saying is exactly how I thought it worked, which is why I said before I read these messages that I expected this to rotate weekly based on the fact that the services down below are completely different to the services at the top of this particular page. Let me reread this.
Unless they've adjusted the timers on those things, that's pretty much how it's always been. So, yeah. I don't know what people prefer. Do you prefer it monthly? Do you prefer it weekly? That's a discussion for a different thing.
I'll add another one, bi-weekly. Because that gives you kind of a little bit of planning time. It gives enough rotation that people can get different services on their server. Because currently, some servers don't have some services. Look at the list on Territorial, and if that's like only rotating once a month, that's not a lot of rotation per year, and depending on your luck, you might not see a service for a few months.
And
I don't know how they weighted it.
The other thing I want to try and do is kind of without saying anything that I don't think I can share. If you look at a weather map of a country, you can see that the weather map sometimes has storms and sometimes has sunny weather. And as time goes on, those things change. And so I think when they're talking about anomalies, they mentioned that they will have timers. So try and think of them as weather patterns. So they're not really services, and they're nothing you can control. So yeah, they'll move. You can think of them like weather patterns.
They might move in a east to west or north to south or whatnot.
Or
you may
just
be able
appear
to
and disappear.
Track them. Okay.
No, I think I don't know. Like,
okay,
they can appear, they can disappear. Maybe they'll move, maybe they won't. But that
I was
so
trying
that
to
you can
stretch
kind
your
of
weather. Yeah, I was trying to stretch
Yeah.
your weather analogy.
but again, I'm trying to like move around what I can say and what I can't.
No, I get you.
But they're not services. They're not something you're going to pay for. They're going to exist around you. And so, like, I'm intrigued. So, if those are happening once a week, I would really like services to rotate once a month. Because that, like, so the services that alliances can actively use. So, that would kind of change it up within the territory season. That would change it up with the battle passes. That would change it up such that the alliances that took Coda this time around might say, oh, I don't, the services that our alliance wants is no longer in Coda. It's way over on the right side of the board. And so to me, that would make it a little bit more active.
I agree. I totally agree. I'm just... I haven't misread the message, okay? My understanding now is that these services will rotate seasonally, i.e. every 3 months.
Well, that's gonna be
Every 3 months.
Did you look at territory.lol? Just take a look at the amount of services there are which are not active on one given server.
Chuck me a link in the chat for me, please. Just make it easier.
So maybe it is the pool of services will change every 3 months, but that they will be on rotation in the pool, and every week it will grab something, right? So then 3 months from now, they will introduce a new pool that may have other blueprints or other whatever, since whatever, and then those get picked at random on a weekly basis.
And now click at services in the top right corner, or select your server, but your server might not have been preloaded yet.
Has it?
Because you can preload your server if you want to. Then you need to go to import.
Can I just say while you're doing this that map is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Like, that is just so well done. And of course, the people show up to mow our lawn right now. I'll be right back.
How does it get my data?
Click fetch data.
How does it do that?
Just click the button.
I've done it, but how does it do that?
That's cooperation, because that's pulled from STFC.pro's API link that Chronox provides, and Chronox gets it how he gets all his data. So it's a little bit delayed, but most of the time accurate. And now you can go through the list and select your server, and then press import, and then voila, that's your territory map.
Oh my god!
Isn't that awesome?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna swear. That's fucking awesome, isn't it? That is tremendous, isn't it? How clever is that? How clever is that shit? Isn't that impressive?
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Oh god,
And gorgeous.
so good. It looks amazing. Oh, I can see all the services. Oh, this is tremendous. Honestly,
it's amazing.
And you know what? When Gherkin started doing it, he had almost zero coding knowledge.
Yeah.
Really?
He had some. He's dentist by profession, so he kind of he draw maps because he has always had a graphical background, like wanted to draw maps and stuff and know his way around SVGs, and he made a map for the whole universe, like for us and stuff like that. But then Territory came along, and he was like, yeah, can we do that? And you can use my server. How do I this? How do we do that? And I just gave him pointers from stuff I remembered from JavaScript and stuff, like where to look at, so he could start, because I have forgotten most of that stuff because I haven't done it in years. And then he did this and that and refactored this and that, and we talked a lot about ideas and stuff, and step by step it grew to the thing it's today. Like, you can press the show button on the top right corner and enable or disable icons, You can look at the services list.
I quite like the cleanliness with no names and no chevrons.
Yeah.
What's that taking off? Tooltips isn't doing anything.
Tooltips is when you mouse over the territories. Because when you mouse over territories, you can see the text and the costs and the upcoming services and...
Get rid of all this. Oh, yes. No. It's absolutely tremendous. Let me just say what Tibbs just said. Let's not cause any confusion out there. Services are not changing weekly. That is my understanding. And that's where I'm gonna have to leave it. That is.
By the way, Lube, do you need us to give you a minute with the map? Like, are you having a moment?
I am having a
Are you
moment.
okay?
It's pretty.
I just think also Quaitel and Lube and Top, everyone. It's just what's really amazing is also to show the STFC.pro statistics. A transparent, brilliant site that is incredibly unique, provides data that all of us can use, and is usually a starting point for everybody when they start with alliances, and that's helped Territory LOL to import that data, and it shows that cohesion and brilliance between loads of CCs to bring this together, and that is very unique and very imperative and very important, which shows that the official CC program is a collaborative collection of content creators to put together a fantastic thing like this, and that is sensational to see. And STFC.pro, thank you, Chronox, thank you, Pickled Onion, Gherkin, and then...
I'm sticking with Pickled Onion. I'm sticking with
Pickled Onion. Pickled Onion. Or Pickled Gherkin.
Pickled Gherkin. No, well, all gherkins are pickled.
But could you pickle them more?
I suppose you could re-pickle.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely super.
You can have gherkins that aren't pickled, but there's also. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you can double dip the gherkin pickle. I mean, I don't know. But the most important thing is that it shows STFC Pro's stats and statistics, transparent, brilliant, always provided, and terrifically put together. Absolutely awesome. So thank you very much, Chronox, for starting the base to a lot of these things, and to Gherkin, Quasel, Jules, sheet people everywhere, and from the engineers to the producers. Absolutely terrific, brilliantly, and this is what happens when they all come together. This is a very good example.
And none of them get paid, so if they have a donation link and you feel like you can donate, and sorry, Lube, to advertise for other people on your channel.
No, I'm all about that. I'm not precious about that shit. You advertise away, absolutely.
Does he have a link on his site? Can you see?
No.
I don't know if Gherkin does, but I know Chronox has a link there.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah, I'll find it.
Become a sponsor. There we go.
Chronox
My eyes! I'm blind!
It's so what like
I'm blind! Sorry, I'm just responding to somebody.
That's cool.
No, and it takes people with different skill sets working together to get to the really great stuff we're doing in with the engineers, like the stuff NetNIF does with the mod, and Chronox and Lightbull helping with the mod a little bit, and Chronox mod database, and Lightbull then doing the stuff with Spoxhot Club. Heck, today another feature on Spoxhot Club went live. You can make a full account export now, because we need that to import into sudo stuff to display even more numbers. So it's like it's coming together all very beautifully.
And this is your hobby, right? This is not your full-time job.
I know. I was laughing today. I've actually physically published 3 pieces of content today. We've done a podcast, I've put out a YouTube video, and then it was streaming tonight, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, how much time have I actually spent at work? I've done 3 appointments. I think I've worked I've worked more today than I normally do in a week, and 75% of it's due because of this. I think, my God, madness. Absolute madness.
I've spent so much time on this in the last week, and I'm like, I'm functionally unemployed until August, so thankfully I have time to do this right now. But I'm just looking at like, how am I going to fit all of this in when I actually have to work again?
But we wanted to look at the services on your server to get an idea why I think a seasonal rotation is maybe not enough.
I think 90 days is garbage. I think 90 days is the wrong way to go. I think it loses its credibility because everybody is forced to retake territory anyway. So I think it removes a lot of the PvP conflict in nature of what territories is designed to do, because people will find a home and sit there for 90 days and they'll think about it again in 90 days. I think weekly is too much, if I'm being honest, and that's me personally. Some people would love it, I know, and I think it's amazing. Putz was saying that his alliance will move every single week to follow the Borg Cube blueprints. Love that from a strategy perspective. I love it. I think long term it's too much. I think Tappy mentioned it, monthly. I think you update it with the new season pass. The new season pass comes out once a month. That is when we have a service rotation, and three per season is going to cause a little bit of infighting before a hard reset and a full reboot, a full reset of the territories. It's going to cause a little bit of conflict, keeping it interesting without it feeling like yet another full-time job within this game of managing. Oh my god, it's weekly. We've got to move here. They've been following that. We know they're going to attack us. Do you know what I mean? I think weekly makes it a bit too hot. I think monthly could be a really, really happy medium on this rotation.
And I don't know what it's like on the Scopely end. Like, every 3 months seems like okay, so in 3 months we'll revisit this. So I don't necessarily want to volunteer any of them to do things that they weren't going to do, like making other content. But
yeah,
if it's, saying, hey, let's click a button and rotate the services in these areas every 30 days, it doesn't, from someone who knows literally nothing about this area, that does not seem particularly onerous if they're already doing buckets.
Yeah.
And saying, okay, each territory gets one of this bucket, one of this bucket, one of this bucket.
Which is how you would expect it to work, isn't it? That's how you would understand that they would probably have it structured, yeah.
Let's hit the randomizer every 30 days. And, like, that doesn't seem impossible. It doesn't seem insurmountable, and it doesn't seem
but it also
like
sounds
something that would take a lot of time.
Take it to gameplay. Think about it from a gamer's perspective. That sounds interesting. Once every 30 days, right, guys, the season pass is finishing. Let's go look and see what the new services are. Do we need to move? Do we want to move? Do we think somebody's going to go? You've got that conversation once a month, and I think that is a really happy, balanced medium on how to rotate it. I really think it is. And I'm telling you now, they're going to be listening out for feedback on this. So use official channels. Obviously, your content creators, make sure you're getting them to provide the feedback that you guys want. Okay, that's our opinion of the 5 people that are currently on this stage. Now, you've heard what we think. Quazel wants it every single week. I think Putz wants it every single week. Me and Tappy are going...
I'm fine with less than that, but it shouldn't be 3 months. Because look at the services list. I think we still haven't looked at it. And look at the NAs. And our server has more NAs than yours. I get the feeling I would need to make a deep dive. But you can see a lot of services are currently not available on your whole server, and you can see, for example, some blueprint services are not available. Like,
I'm listening. We don't have the ability on our server to get GS31 blueprints or ship parts.
See?
You mean that should be DJ's server?
Oh, let's check. Has 15 got any? Has 15 got any? Let's have a look. That's a really good shout. How do I change thingy?
Go back to the load thingy. To the where you imported it. Import, there, and select a different server.
Services, GS. Oh, bollocks! It has got one. So how do I see which territory it's in?
Mouse over it, and it should lighten up unless you've deactivated it.
Oh, yes, here.
I think his alliance actually has the territory with that one. So I think it's in the middle, like the Abalak and
Hover the name.
Huh?
If you
Yeah.
hover the name, you normally should see all
It's there,
period
look. Yeah,
characters
look.
lighting up.
So it's there, look, in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
So that's the GS31. How do I see which alliance has got it? Oh yeah, I need to change.
I mean, that's the
this.
green
Show
one. Go
alliance
to the
types.
alliance list.
It's this. So
should be IA. It's one of them.
Oh no, it's the Athenians.
You can also use the alliances tab instead of services, and then you see the alliances and their schedules.
Oh god, yeah, that's too busy for me. I just want to laugh if that's why I laugh if DJ hasn't got the service. So GS31 blueprints parts, it says it's only on that one thing, and DJ ain't got it. What's DJ in? AI.
I gotta hit the yes. I think so. It's either IA or AI. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you can check that there's a website for that.
I'm doing it. It's just, how far down do I have to scroll to get to DJ? Christ almighty, how far? Jesus. There he is, look. AI.
You said it.
Yeah, AI. Hopefully he'll listen to it. Yeah, AI. Yeah, he's nowhere near it. He will be happy, though. He can build a new jellyfish. He can build a jellyfish.
Oh.
He can build a Monavine. He can build some more Monavine. He can build another Sarko. He'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine. He can build another sarcophagus.
So, Quazel, I have a question for you, actually. The jellyfish service, did they keep the old one?
No idea. I haven't seen it yet. We need, if you enable the service and see what the costs, the amounts are, please share a screenshot.
Okay, because I have
services.
I have the new one, and something else I want to give them feedback on is the number of blueprints, because I know this is supposed to be supplemental to a lot of the original loops.
Yeah.
But
See you later, Tony.
I feel like on a Vengeance, it should be slightly larger numbers than what they currently had. And the jellyfish, the ISS jellyfish was expensive in the new Isogenite. And
Hang on, it was costing
I feel like-
Isogenite, not Isogen.
right. And so I think it's an additional service because it was in a 2-star territory or a 1-star. I don't remember where we have it, and I'm not going to open my game while I have Discord open, but
It's in 2s and 3s now, by the look of it.
yeah. So, I mean, you can look on my server, but you can't look on, like, you can't see how expensive it is. But it was
No.
2 blueprints a week. So it's fewer blueprints than you could get with the old system. And we don't have a 3-star right now for me to be able to see if you can still do the old jellyfish. And again, I'm not going in game to look, but
Yeah.
if the only
Interesting. Because the text
Yeah.
still says isoemulsion and not isogenite.
yeah, we definitely have one for Isogenite, and I'm not particularly thrilled with the cost of it. Especially if Isogenite, for the players who are still going to want an original jellyfish, that's going to be really expensive for them.
Because I mean, nobody in the best will in the world should be spending their Isogenite on ship blueprints. I'm sorry, the research is too costly and slow.
I mean, if you need 1 or 2 to
Okay.
unlock it today, maybe.
Caveat. Yep. Agreed. If you need 1 or 2, a cap off. It's like when I say don't spend event store currency on epic officers, but if you needed 5 shards, why would you not unlock it or tier it up? But you don't go ham on it to spend it because you get more efficiency out of getting rares. But yeah, as a cap off mechanic, yeah, I agree with it. But if it's costing Isogenite and it's costing gobs of Isogenite, I just think it's I don't know. That doesn't feel good for me. There's no reason why that shouldn't, for old stuff, for the jellyfish, for the Reliant, for the GSL, that stuff should be costing Isogen. That should be costing refined Isogen. That should be costing old school stuff. When we get new specialty ships, when they decide to add the Athena service in there in 3 months' time, because they're going to keep on top of all these services, that can cost Isogenite because it's new. It's a 61 plus ship. Do you know what I mean? When we start adding those in, I don't mind them costing isogenite, but I don't think they should be costing isogenite for me to be getting Reliant and GS31s and stuff like that. That's old school stuff. People do jelly scrapping. People asking why would you still do it? It's for the jelly scrapping loop to work on your Enterprise D ultimately. Get jellies, scrap them, turn them into A's, scrap A's, turn them into D's.
Points in a spend event.
And points to spend event, yeah. Yeah. It's the scrapping loop. It's still very, very efficient with the jelly scrapping because of the multi-tier cost efficiency primes. Okay, I'll be honest. I think we've thrashed out a crap ton there talking about territory. I genuinely didn't think we'd actually have that much to talk about, and we've been going on now for 2 hours and 21 minutes. I don't know how we've managed to cover it. It must be you, Tarpy. You're a bad influence. That's why streamers seem to go on a lot longer than what they should be doing.
Rude.
Right. Any final comments, Nige? Anything that we have missed? Anything that we need to talk about, mate? Anything that you think we need to cover?
So, what is territory again?
Quizzle. Anything we need to cover?
Uh-oh.
No, I think you went over most of it. The sheet has a few more numbers about mining speed and nodes and stuff. If anybody wants to go in there, especially a little bit of math, how much more efficient G4 nodes are, like by a factor of almost 10 to get to the rare stuff. So that's a big argument to trying to get a G4 system.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's about
Tappy,
it.
anything final from you?
We did. What maybe a thing that might confuse people is
I only give you one
talk
thing. I
about the
didn't say
building.
two, but go on.
Sorry. You
go
talk about the building and the upgrades to the daily chest and how it works with the additional bonus per territory you own.
Yeah, no, go on. I'm happy for you to cover
Yeah,
it.
well, the building, based on the building level, you are refinery upgrades as well, and that's significant. Those upgrades, and on top of that, those bundles increase starting with your second territory. So depending on the building level and how many territories you own, you get more prisms.
And this is just
Keep
for this
that in
bundle.
mind when planning
it's just
stuff.
the Continuum Consulate Refinery, isn't it, that
Yep.
upgrades via your zone bonus.
Yep.
So this is this zone bonus here that Quizzle's talking about. So my alliance currently owns 4 out of the maximum of 5 that a alliance can own. This chest starts off with a base of 10, so it's 10 of each prism. Every territory that you get adds an extra 5. So I've got 4 territories. So we've gone from 15 to 20 to 25 to 30 because you get 5 additional for each prism for every territory zone that your alliance goes. So you can get up to a maximum of 35 of each prism every day. And this is a dirt cheap bundle, 50k of 1-star ice. Now again, you can upgrade this even further by using your research. This has got 12 levels of upgrade in your research
No,
to be able to
the levels are based on the building.
Sorry, yes. So as you upgrade your building, the refinery changes. Sorry, yeah. So if you look in the actual building description, you will see that when you go into the details screen, so refinery access level 1, and then of the different levels, I think it goes up at level, is it level 20 you get the next one? Yeah, level 20 it goes to level 2, and all the way up, and it goes through the 12 levels as you circle through your building to get that increased. I have done a full video breakdown of this, so if you are not pleased, I posted a link to my YouTube channel. I've posted that in the description. It's about 3 or 4 comments up now. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. We're on a big push to try and get to 5,000 subscribers on there. It'd be really, really nice if you could help me out and do that. And we've also, if anybody doesn't know, we also do a podcast, Brits and Yanks Talk Trek. This is what this t-shirt is. It's nothing to do with STFC, which could be a nice break for you all. It is pure Trek. All we talk about is Star Trek. People that love Star Trek talking about Trek. It's brilliant. Brits and Yanks Talk Trek. The link to that is on there, as well with that YouTube channel as well. So if you'd rather watch the VODs and see all of our beautiful faces, you can do that. Or it's obviously on Podbean, it's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on every podcast platform that you want. That's all on there. But please go and watch the video that I posted today. The video that I posted today, it gives you a quick 20-minute, I know that's not super quick 20-odd minute breakdown of this loop in its entirety, where you get every single currency from, what you spend every single currency on, and how you're able to work on that. So follow the podcast for me, subscribe to the YouTube channel, watch the videos, listen to the podcast, give us feedback, all the free stuff. That's what I want you to do for me. And obviously, if you've not already followed here on Twitch, please do that as well. I'm going to say a huge thank you to all of you before we bug out. Let's see, who is on that we can raid out to while we close off here? Who's on?
Paulina's on, if you want her. And STFC wise, I don't see anybody
Peace
at
is
all.
on. Peace, still
Peace
on.
is finishing. Peace is finishing right now.
Okay. Oh, Jess is on. Jess always raids into me on a Tuesday. I think that'd be
Yep.
kind. Let's go raid out to Jess. Let's go.
Oh my
say hi
God,
to
raid
her.
Netniv.
Netliv's on.
Netniv's
Yeah,
on with Jess. Why don't you raid Netniv and shock him? That would be really funny.
Can I do that?
Yeah, because
I think Jess could use the numbers though.
Yeah, yeah. Screw Netniv. Let's do Jess. We'll raid Netniv next time. I'm only joking, Net, if you ever
Screw
listen to this.
Netniv, let's do Jess.
Oh yeah, that
That's
sounded
a line.
horrendous. That sounded atrocious. Let's not do that. We'll raid out to Christ
It's a
Almighty.
to-do list. Got it.
To-do list. No. Bad tappy. Right, moving on. Screw them. Okay, thank you so much. Putz, thank you so much for your time earlier. If you're still here, I'm not sure. I can't see the stage. Thank
He
you,
had to
buddy.
teach.
You what, sorry?
He had to teach.
Oh, is he going to
So
teach? Well,
he dropped out.
we say thank you to him anyway. Thank you so much, Nige. Thank you, Quazel. Thank you, Tappy, for being on here. It'd be absolutely useless without me here. I would get so much wrong without you all here to correct me. So I thank you for it. I hope you've all got something from this, and that's brilliant. Please hang on. Don't leave us yet. Make sure you go and say hi to Jess so that good numbers go across to her. Listen for a couple of minutes. She is an STFC streamer. She's currently playing Escape the Backrooms. Whatever that means, we probably shouldn't be talking about Jess's backroom after the comments that we've just made. So we'll move on from that. But thank you all for your time. Thank you, everybody. Been a pleasure. Hope you've learned something. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember that absolutely everything is better with Luke. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling.